Can you see that right there, family? Can you see that? Yeah. There go Marcus Lemoyce Hill. He jumping right there. There go Holden Martin. He jumping. I see Barack Obama. He jumping off too. Yes, indeed. You see Joyless Reed, Angela Rye. They all jumping ship, family, because it's going down faster. They got Eminem right now out there with Barack Obama in Detroit, Michigan. But I got the whole Certified Foundational Black American Society in here with me right now. We always win. Let's make it clear. You can run to the pork chop preacher. You can go to the congregation. You can get Stevie Wonder. And by the way, he told me that he sees that Kamala ain't black. Checkmate. And you can go get whoever you want, however you want to do it, but you all got to deal with the same fact, and that is that foundational Black Americans run the yard, and they got about 14 days left. G-check, free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Yeah, they singing right now, but they can't do nothing to stop what we got going right now. We are in the building, and they better bow down. Speaking of in the building, y'all, roll call. Let me know where you at. Let me know where you coming from, what city, what town, what state, because I already see that we in here almost 300 deep in about 2 minutes. Nobody get busy like we do, y'all. Certified salute to the whole family. Let's go. FBA. All day, election season, we winning, and we feeling damn good about it, y'all. We feeling damn good. Always knockout. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. It's over with, y'all. That part. Certified salute, family. Much love, much respect. I hope everybody is having a great day. Didn't we just get together on Friday and completely break all the records? Well, we're going to break some more tonight. How that sound, y'all? Certified salute. Much love to Aaliyah, by the way. All day, every which way. Family, they got to know. They got to know right now that we are winning and the election's coming. We've been here every single step, every single way. Poll numbers are getting real. They put out the fake ones. We seeing the real ones. They got all the congregation folks out here. They done got on that phone, family, typed in 1-800-COON, and Marcus Lemoyce picked up. And he gonna get G-check today. Holden Martin picked up, and he gonna get G-check today. Or whoever wants to answer that call, you answering the wrong call, because the only one that matters, y'all, is Foundational Black American Certified Black Society, and you rocking with the Black Alpha Network. You know what time it is, family. You know what time it is, and I see the whole building is loaded. We are in here, y'all, and I need y'all right now to say goodbye. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to the collard greens. Let's say goodbye to the Converse. Let's say goodbye to listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac in high school, and the cackling, all the fake laughs, or whatever you trying to come up with next, y'all. Because we are winding down, and it's not just going to be a victory for us. It's going to be a victory for the whole country, because we built this country. Remember this right here, y'all, and never forget it. If you don't like the Democratic shills, don't vote Democrat. If you don't like the cosplayers, don't vote Democrat. And once you get rid of one, you done got rid of all of them. Tethers, I'm talking to you too. It goes for the whole spectrum. And this is why the collard greens is getting packed up. Folks is waving by. And they got some serious problems on their hand. What are those problems they got on their hand, family? You got every single community now saying what we've been saying. Ain't that funny? You got every single background saying what we've been saying. Ain't that funny? And now the whole damn world is starting to realize what Foundational Black Americans knew from day one. And that is, Kamala, you ain't black. Kamala, you can't come around us. And Kamala, we ain't saving a damn thing. Let's see what the streets are talking. And we're going to go straight to work today. Certified salute. Make sure y'all stay tuned in because this episode gonna be classic. Hope your popcorn ready. Let's rock.
But we got a running for running for president. That woman is the worst kind of sleaze you can ever think of. I was in California when it was going down. And I used to represent 40 years ago a whole chunk of pimps and in Memphis. And I know a when I see one. And when I see her, I know she got a pimp. And I want to find out who the pimps are that we getting tricked out on the benefit of. Who are the pimps that this woman is working for? And I see some decent ladies out there. I've met a few of you. And I resent the fact that you got a that's be in your face. You see, tomorrow is yesterday today. So today was yesterday and it'll be tomorrow. That's why we have to understand today. What the hell did you just say? And you gonna fake off about being a Negro? I met a daddy, sat next to the man for 2.5 hours at the Governor General's table down in Jamaica. My ex-wife asked him what he was. He said he was Irish and he was Hindu. She said, you don't have anybody black in your family? He said, no. In your family? He said, no. Black in your family? He said, no.
Damn. Tell it how it really is. Tell it how it's really going, Judge Joe Brown. Goodbye, Kamala. Pack the collard greens up because you can't come around us. Damn. You want to talk about regulating right there, y'all. You want to talk about saying what needs to be said right there, y'all. That is exactly what was told, and now they got to deal with everything. Oh, yeah, y'all. Oh, yeah. Daddy ain't black, mom ain't black, family ain't black. We know you ain't black. Couldn't come around black. Do not do your collard greens like you're black. Do not laugh like you're black, walk like you're black, talk like you're black. And apparently the whole damn world knows that you ain't black, just like we've been saying. Damn, it's a beautiful day to be FBA, y'all. So it go down like this. The poll numbers are coming in all throughout the country, y'all. And I got to send a certified salute to every one of y'all, all y'all. We almost got 600 people in here, every last one of y'all. And the reason why I got to send a certified salute, because it's been us. We have been the one putting it all out there. Name me one thing that everybody's saying about her that we weren't the first ones to say. We called out everything. Family, they tried to give us a cosplaying black politician. Tried to tell us this person was blacker than you. Tried to tell us this person's grandma was your grandma. This person's grandfather was your grandfather. Had this person tell us from day one she ain't doing nothing. Laughed in our face, cackled through every interview, locked black people up and said she was the blackest woman on the planet, said that she was 2.0 Harriet Tubman, said that she was Asada Shakur. They really thought that they was going to give us that in the year 2024? Man, hell no. No, this is a pivotal time because we letting it be known. We letting it be known. You got to go. You got to go. You can't come around here. You cannot come around here. Never. This is what they try to sell us. Then, family, they try to bring out Barack Obama. Let's go down what's been happening this election season. So the narrative is clear for the future, all right? When they go back and they dust off the record books and they start looking at this election season, we're going to let it be known what really went down. We're going to let it be known about the regulating and the exposing that we've been doing, all right? And the bags that have been packed and the door that they've been thrown out of. They bring in Barack Obama. He come in and start talking about Cousin Pookie and waving his finger at y'all. That's what he did. So they gave us Barack Obama 2.0. Then they went back and got 1.0, brought him back, and both of them right now are campaigning at the last hour trying to get our vote. Nope. They had Joe Biden running around here telling us we ain't black. We can go back to 2020, y'all. Let's go there because the future will be written in foundational Black American handwriting. And this election has had foundational Black American fingerprints over all of it. You seen what Judge Joe Brown just said right there. He been calling her out. We've been calling her out. Now the whole world is listening. Why are they listening? Because we forced them to listen. They had no choice but to listen. They had to deal with us. Black political power and excellence is all over the place right now. We are at an all-time high, okay? Foundational Black Americans, us, y'all. We are at an all-time high. Trust me when I tell you that, family. From reparations all the way across the country, both coasts, in the Midwest, in the South, going out and really rallying and campaigning, running up on race soldiers. How you want to quantify it? What metrics do you have? What list do you have that necessitates Black excellence? Because when I look around, that's all I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is brothers and sisters holding it down. And anybody who comes in the building talking that old talk, gone. And speaking of being gone, all the Democratic shields, y'all got them eviction notices already on your door. Family, let me tell you. I'm going to go ahead and give you a real alert. I'm going to tell you how this is. They all have their eviction notices already written out, printed out, placed on their door. I'm talking every single Democratic shield that you can think of is about to be gone. And I've been saying it on the Black Alpha Network for a long time. All of y'all, everybody in the chat, how long we been saying it? You don't like Democratic shields? Don't vote Democrat and they're gone. Trust me, it's already faxed. They already got it in the DMs. It's all locked in. Holy no, he's sweating right now. Lemoyce is tripping right now. Did y'all see Marcus Lemoyce the other day? Did y'all see him on Piers Morgan? We're going to play that. Yo, sit back. Get your popcorn ready, fam. We're going to cook for about 3 hours. And we're going to have about 3 hours worth of fire receipts. And at the end of this episode, it's going to be like the end of this election that they going to know the FBA ain't nothing to with. Yes, indeed. So you see Holden tripping. You see Joyless Reed. She tripping. Marcus Lemoyce. They done sent out the fake pork chop preacher, Jamal Bryant. We're going to expose him. He's already exposed himself, and all we're going to do, family, just step on it. And then you're going to also see Al Sharpton came out, had an interview. Ain't nobody caring about that. Every single Democratic shield knows they're in their last hours, y'all. They are going to come down on every Democratic shield. Trust me. Everybody wants to know what's the end game. What happens if Kamala loses? This is why we're going to break it down today. Goodbye, Kamala. Hold your own collard greens. Yep, you better hold them. You better get them out the damn bathtub, and you better hold them, all right? Hold your own collard greens, because we ain't running to save. We ain't coming to help. You won't get no assistance from us. Won't get a helping hand. Foundational Black Americans, we're not going to lift a finger, because we remember the cackling. We remember the Wakandas. We remember the I'm not going to do nothing for y'all. No. We remember all of that. So you're going to have to hold your own collard greens, Kamala, and you can take them all the way back to Jamaica or India or Canada, but you can't stay here. Hold your own collard greens. They know it's going down. They know it. If you look at the shields, y'all, they don't have that confidence. They look like somebody who knows today could be the last day. The Democrats are going to spin the block on all of them. This is what's going to happen. Kamala loses here in 14 days. Remember, y'all, we're going to meet right back here next week. And then the week after that, election night, we're going to do a marathon the whole time. We taking callers and we're going to sit back and we're going to have our own election show. Everybody else got one, right? Then how come Foundational Black Americans ain't got one? Yes, we do, right here, Black Alpha Network. Stay tuned for that. We're going to sit back and we're going to watch, y'all. They're not going to keep Joy Reid around because she can't get Black folks on the plantation. Why would Marcus Lemoyce get a paycheck? The shields can't shield no more. The gatekeepers ain't keeping the gate no more. The house Negro, he can't keep the field Negroes from taking over the plantation. What are they going to do when the gatekeepers can't gatekeep no more, y'all? The gatekeepers can't gatekeep. They got one job to do. I told you, they lose at losing. How the hell you losing? You losing at losing? They done send out Magic Johnson. Spike Lee done came out. Did y'all see Spike Lee? Spike Lee literally done came out talking, and we done ran him out the paint. It's literally to the point they send him, we reject him. Then they send him back, we reject him. They all gonna have to deal with they Democratic masters. See, when you tap dance for the Democrats, they gonna come down on y'all. When they see that election day, and then they see that low turnout, and when they see that we, the certified grassroots, have influenced the election to the point who they were paying to keep us on the plantation ain't working, all of them are going to get fired. Every last one of them, they're going to get fired, and we're going to sit back and we're going to laugh at it in the process, y'all. About 3 years from now, the Democratic shields, they might not even be none, y'all. They might not even be none. Because let me tell you about the system of supremacy. They don't pay tools that can't bring home the goods. And these tools ain't been bringing home the goods. So what happens when you don't do that, family? What ends up happening is you end up getting broken. So all the tools that been broken from day one, they about to be some broken tools on day 2. And then on day 3, they're out of here. You won't even see them, family. I promise you that. Let's go to work. You seen they sent out Spike Lee. Family, look at Spike. Somebody go get Spike Lee Family, what is wrong with Spike Lee right here? He looked like he done been drinking and somebody done spiked his drink, okay? Spike Lee done came out and he had the nerve to tell black folks that Obama wasn't hard enough on us. No. Let me see y'all face. Spike Lee came out and they asked him, what about the black vote? By the way, why are you asking Spike Lee about the black vote? Okay, folks born in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, maybe the 90s may know him. Who the hell is thinking about Spike Lee anymore? Okay, they asked Spike Lee, how you feel about the black vote? He said black men are drinking the Kool-Aid. He said black men need to get it together. He said black men ain't smart, and he said Obama didn't come down hard enough on us. Then he turned around and said that Kamala Harris is our sister because she went to an HBCU. And we better go vote for her. So Barack Obama came out a week and a half ago and disrespected us. Now Spike Lee come out and say the same thing. Your voter outreach is terrible. It may have worked on the Africans, Americans, and the peoples of colors, but it don't work on the certifieds. Check this out right here, y'all. This is Spike Lee. And I don't know what he's dressed in, okay? Halloween is not yet here, family. It's going to be a few more days. But apparently, Spike Lee thinks it's October 31st. I can't call it. But I can say that we are in the building. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, research, and commentary. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Watch this right here, family.
To people who look at this, we've heard a lot about cutting people up into groups. Which on this program, we've discussed the limitations of that. But on the one hand, it is white men who are skeptical of Kamala Harris. It is white and Latino men that are breaking towards Trump.
I know what the question is. Continue. Continue.
Should I continue? You can go ahead. If you got the gist of it, go ahead.
Well, it's sad but true. Some of my brothers have been drinking that Kool-Aid. And I just hope that they get their minds straight, get their minds right in time for this election. If they're conscious, if they're aware, there's nothing that this other guy can do that's going to put us, not just black folks, but Americans in a better position going forward. So I urge, and I got to give credit to President Obama because he's been going really hard in on the brothers. Some might think too hard, but I don't think so. We got to wake up. And don't go for the okie doke, the flim flam. Can't do that. We got to support our sister to become the first woman president of the United States of America and the first sister. And then for this guy to say she's not black. Has he ever heard of Howard University? HU? AK?
Fam, I'm going to say what I see y'all saying in the chat. Y'all certified foundational black Americans. Y'all some cold people. I see what y'all saying in the chat. Spike, you're looking super zesty right now. Is this zestly, fam? What move was that right there? What face is that right there? What is this? Family, we gonna say it. We gonna say what they don't want to hear. Spike, you're looking real zestful. You got a whole lot of zest going on. I see zesture all in your face, bruh. What's going on with your partner? I know you've been on that Democratic train, and I know what they do to y'all. Look like you done went to one of them Diddy parties and never left. Look like you done stayed there. Everybody else went home. Spike Lee dressed up like that, and he said, I'm just going to stay here, Diddy. I'll be here a long time. We need to see if he on them tapes. Are you on them tapes, Spike? All right, because you looking super, super zesty. All right, what we say? What they call Busta Rhymes, a zest monster. I'm seeing some real zest monster energy. Look at this little move he do right here. Look at this little move right here, y'all. Watch this. Maybe it was him and Obama on them tapes. Who knows? Watch this little movie do.
Has he ever heard of Howard University?
What? What the? Ho. Spike, I hate to do it to you, partner.
Has he ever heard of Howard University? 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 HU?
Was that, did he? Did he just he? Y'all tell me, did you hear a he? And I'm not talking about the Michael Jackson. Did this man, he didn't even ha. Can you at least ha? Men, we like to ha. This man, he. Okay, hold up. Whoa. No, Spike. No, what done happened to you, partner? He's. Tell me y'all heard that damn he.
HU, AKA. Those two get you in right away already, you know.
Look at the W. He ain't even laughing. He don't even think it's funny. The W's over there like, what the hell are you talking about? He thinks the dude's gonna laugh. Dude's sitting there like, what? What's wrong with you? Is it zest? Is it substance? Is it zestful substances? Is it the baby oil at the Diddy party? No one ever told us what happened to it. Did they confiscate it? Did they give it to Spike Lee? I don't know. We need some answers. I done seen some shilling before, but this is some super shilling with a lot of zest sprinkled on top. When you're out here he-heing and ho-hoing, you got some problems, Spike.
Not black. Have you ever heard of Howard University? HU, AKA. Those two get you in right away already, you know. Howard, AKA sorority. So it's I know I'm laughing, you know, some smiles, some jokes, but it's
No, that wasn't no damn laugh. Hey, look, he notices that the W ain't even laughing. So he stops real quick. He goes, hee. And then he goes, oh yeah, well, you know, I realized that, you know, some laughs and some jokes. No, you realize that the W sitting there saying, okay, you look real foolish, bro. Get to the point.
It's in right away already, you know. Howard, AKA sorority. So it's I know I'm laughing, you know, some smiles, some jokes, but it's serious business. You know, it's serious business. I don't want to, you know, make light of where we are this last couple of. How many days is it to election?
15.
2 weeks and a day. As I said before, we got to move forward and not backwards.
What the hell was that? Just look at the picture right there, y'all. Look at the picture right there. What the hell did we just watch? Spike Lee. Nobody is going to go vote for Kamala based on you. It's just not happening. You better try another one, homie. Try another one. Damn, we came out the gate blasting. Woo! It is going to be a fire episode tonight, y'all. We in here deep. We already got 1,000 people, y'all. We in here cooking. Yes, Spike Lee out here he-heing. Okay, Spike Lee out here looking like he got some salt, some pepper, and some zest. Real bad, okay? He came out here looking like goddamn Sideshow Bob. I don't know what that was. Somebody go help him. But this right there ain't gonna get nobody on the plantation. That's what they rap. That's what they believe is going to get us to go vote. Spike Lee coming out here in a flannel, okay, that looks like a quilt, all right, with every color of the damn rainbow. Color of the rainbow, the way he was acting, kind of makes sense. He comes out here with a Skittles vest on, all right, in a Starburst shirt. And then he starts he-heing and telling black folks that Obama did not go hard enough on us. Really, though. Family, you want to talk about out of date, out of touch? You want to talk about people that ain't moving the audience, people that aren't moving the crowd? That right there is exactly what we talking about. Spike Lee, we laughing, bruh. We laughing, and we not laughing with you, homie, okay? I wouldn't even know how to do the he-he, all right? He-he-heing, Kamala's cackle, and that's why they're not getting the black vote. Let me tell you something. One thing about foundational Black Americans, we're going to do a lot of things, all right? But we ain't chasing after nobody he-heing and cackling, all right? If your laugh ain't just clear and straight like something actually funny was said, then we ain't rocking with you, all right? So go find somebody else, go run that game on another because it don't work on the real brothers and sisters. And y'all notice again, we always turn into the brothers with these people. It's always the brothers whenever they trying to make some type of demand to us. It don't work that way. You're going to have to try something better than that. And the thing that they're trying is just not really cutting it. So once again, you're seeing the real truth and you're seeing why the Democratic establishment is falling fast, y'all. Falling fast. They have no clue what to do. So they go to the church. Family, nobody is waking up and saying, you know what? Let's go see what the black church is talking about. The black church has all of the best interests of us. You ain't know that we regulated the church too? You ain't know that, family? The church that's been holding us back, the church that's been keeping us on the plantation, the church that's been running around here trying to tell us what we need to do, that's the church that you go to and you're trying to get foundational Black Americans on board with. They're not going to work either. So on top of that, the next thing she did, y'all, she goes and runs and does an interview with Al Sharpton. Yes. So you want to talk about out of date, out of touch. She's doing all of these interviews with people that we don't rock with. All these interviews with people that we ain't going for. So you really think that you're going to go to Al Sharpton and Spike Lee? Spike Lee come around here, he with a Skittles shirt on. Then you see Al Sharpton running around here looking completely disinterested, like he want to go take a nap. And then you try to sell us that. But I want y'all to notice, watch this right here. This was a part of her interview where she started talking to Al Sharpton. Yeah. And they want to go get these people like Al to try to press us about some type of black agenda. Again, there ain't no black agenda being given from her. Y'all remember when she came out a few days ago and she was telling all of us what we needed to do was go and support her little thing, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Watch how she starts talking about the black agenda, y'all. But then on top of that, she slides in all people. Ain't no black agenda with all. None at all. That's about the only way that you won't ever tell us something about any agenda. As we proceed, fair use, fair use, fair use enacted. Let's go, y'all. Watch this. More exposing.
I am very clear. I must earn the vote of everyone, regardless of their race or gender. And what can be frustrating sometimes is to have journalists ask me this question as though one should assume that I would just be able to take for granted the vote of black men. I think that's actually an uninformed perspective, because why would black men be any different than any other demographic of voter? They expect that you earn their vote. And that is why I am talking and presenting my policies in a way that are, of course, for all Americans, but I will also speak about the specific impact that.
Wait a minute now. I thought it was for black men. Why you include all Americans to that? Have you ever seen a time where they just say black and it stays there? Or is every single time they mention black, it comes out with all Americans? Why all Americans? We didn't ask for all Americans. No. Because when you talk about all Americans, they don't ever say black. Notice every time they say everybody, it's just everybody. Anytime they say black, it's everybody included. So we have to share and no one else has to. This is her black agenda, y'all. Within 1 week, they was already walking it back.
And that is why I am talking and presenting my policies in a way that are, of course, for all Americans, but I will also speak about the specific impact that I can see it having on different demographics of voters.
Kamala Harris' agenda for black men will be open to all, campaign says. They not only walked it back silently, y'all, they went back and they actually said, you know what? We're going to have to just make sure that we put it in print. Family, they put it in print. Let me translate what that headline says. That headline means we're not really doing anything for them NIGGAs. Okay, really ERs. Nonetheless, that's what they really saying. That's really what they saying. They are out there telling the world, oh yeah, when we were out there, we were really just kind of telling black folks that we were going to help them. We weren't really going to help them. We just wanted them to think that. That headline means we ain't really doing nothing for black people. All right. That's translation to the dominant society. They're letting the dominant society know that we are not really here to support black folks. We just want them to think that we are. But oh, no. I don't want anybody from the dominant society to think that we were serious about that. That was all just kind of a joke. We were just trying to get their vote last minute. They had to make it clear that this was not about black people. This was a hustle. You don't ever see them do that with anything. Have you ever seen them talk about immigration and then go and run a little ad afterwards and say, oh, no. Immigration is going to be for all people. When they do DACA, do they say, no, that money's going to be for all people? When they do the Ukraine getting billions of dollars, is it ever, oh, no, that's going to be for all people? They don't go back and do 7 interviews afterwards and say all people. They don't have retractions and rebuttals in newspaper ads like that there where they say, oh, I'm sorry, I mean all people. They never go back and clean it up. The reason why they had to clean it up, because she's letting all the dominant society know, all of her handlers know, all them PIMPs, just like Judge Joe Brown was talking about, know that we were just hustling them black folks. We're not really going to do nothing for them. Notice every time, y'all, she talks about us, she immediately has to follow up with everybody. Okay, that's not for us because she don't want us to know everybody. She wants us to think it's just for black. She talking to all of them W's saying, oh, don't take it serious that I said I'm doing something for black people. No. I'm doing something for everybody. I'm just trying to trick the black folks. Yeah. And they didn't think that we would see stuff like that. They didn't think that, family. This goes back to why we're saying goodbye, okay? This is why you starting to see them poll numbers go down the drain. This is why we getting closer. And y'all know what Kamala's doing today? Y'all know what Kamala's doing today right now, y'all? No lie. In Detroit, they got Barack Obama and Eminem. And notice that, by the way. Didn't I tell y'all culture vultures stick together, right? We said two tethers stick together, right? You notice that you always look in them circles and you'll see a Barack Obama and you'll see a Kamala Harris, then you'll see a Fat Joe, and then you'll see an Eminem and a Busta Rhymes. What do they all have in common? Ain't none of them us. Ain't none of them us. Notice that, family. Fat Joe says Eminem's the best rapper. Busta Rhymes says Eminem's the best rapper. All them get invited to the White House. Barack Obama takes pictures with all them. Kamala takes pictures with everybody together. All of them together, family, are all wrapped up in one, trying to cosplay us and to push us back on the plantation. If you think Eminem gonna work, hell to the no. Because Eminem can't come around hip-hop no more. If you think Busta Rhymes is gonna work, he ain't gonna work. If you think Fat Joe is gonna work, it ain't. You notice, family, as we got closer to the election, you quit seeing Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe. They ain't been coming around like that no more. You notice they ain't been out here trying to campaign because Fat Joe knows that the Latino vote is starting to twist over to Donald Trump. You don't see Fat Joe talking about that. We got some statistics that's going to show that point. Busta Rhymes is getting every tour canceled, and we completely got rid of him a year ago. He got a microphone check. He done. You won't see him no more. Eminem, gone. Irrelevant. Go with your daughter Haley and your mama and all that trailer park stuff you got because you can't come around FBA. So y'all got to go. But then on top of all of that, family, next thing you know, she starts popping up and she's talking about this, that, and the other thing. So they got shields coming everywhere. And you believe, family, they picked up the phone. They called Marcus Lemoyce. They called Marcus Lemoyce Hill. Or excuse me, Marcus Lemoyce Shield. They got him on the phone. And I want y'all to see this. This shows you that they are afraid because the look that you about to see on Marcus Lemoyce, that ain't just a look of somebody who's losing a debate. No. That look you see on Marcus Lemoyce, it's not the look of somebody who can't get a word in. It's the look of somebody who knows that eviction notice is coming and you about to get fired on your day off. Oh, and by the way, Kamala Harris, she took the day off today. So we're talking about them getting fired on their day off. Kamala took the day off because word on the street, and I have on some very reliable sources, y'all, Kamala has been cussing out her staff. The wheels are starting to go down. I told y'all, do I got to show y'all one more time and run it back? They are jumping fast in a hurry. They jumping off right now, y'all. I'm hearing Kamala is cussing out her staff. I heard that she had some words with Tim Walz and basically told Tim Walz that your wife need to get off the camera. I heard that they told Tim Walz that you have been a disgrace. You haven't moved the needle and you hurt her campaign. And that's why you're seeing a lot of folks jumping off of that ship. This is what's happening when you listen to the streets, y'all. Everybody's out here saying right now that Kamala is in shambles. That's why she canceled all her interviews today. All of them. They all got canceled. Every last one of them. Donald Trump is meeting with Latinos today. Yep. Donald Trump was just in North Carolina. Kamala Harris, she canceled going to Detroit. She's not going to come back until Thursday when she'll be in Atlanta with Barack Obama going back to the church crowd. That's all you're seeing with her, family. Yeah, she's real tired. Wasn't she just saying that Donald Trump was exhausted? That's what she was telling us. It looks like she's not just exhausted. It looks like, family, she's worried. Was this really a break from being tired, or was this a break from being completely afraid? You be the judge, we'll be the judge, and we always win. Yes, indeed. Speaking of that, y'all look at Marcus Lemoyce. Look at that picture. Look at that picture right there, y'all. Look at that. Who's scared? Somebody tell me who's scared. Man, we are bubbling, family. We almost got 1.3 in here, family, in the first 30 minutes. Y'all know how we do. All we do is break records. Certified. Look at that right there, y'all. Lemoyce is completely shook up. He is scared. Family, as I just said with Kamala, she's not taking a break because she's tired. She's taking a break because she's worried. You don't see that look right there with Marcus Lemoyce because he's losing the debate. It's because he's scared. The eviction notice knows it's going all the book deals, all the speaking engagements. That's all about be out the window when you can no longer cosplay nobody, when you can no longer hustle folks, when you can no longer tap dance. you got to go to that COON unemployment line and you mess with FBA, we done made that thing about 5 miles wider. Yes, we have. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Teaching, scholarship, research, fair use. Watch Marcus Lemoyce, y'all.
Okay, that's a fair point. She's not unqualified.
She's qualified.
Okay.
She just might think she's going to make the wrong choice.
I-
The next point that she's not black.
Listen,
The next point that she's
guys,
not.
Guys, I need to. No, Marco, jump in. We're running out of time. Candice has to go.
Is the biggest point.
Okay, go on, make your big point quickly.
Let's talk about her blackness, please. Talk about the black experience.
Real quick. Two quick points.
Quick, Mark, quick, because Candice has to go.
The black.
Okay,
again,
that's a fair
What? One more time, y'all, because he was skipping all through that. He was sounding like Roland Martin on Fast Forward. Listen to this again.
point. She's not unqualified.
She's qualified.
Okay.
She just might think she's going to make the wrong choice. The next point that she's not black.
Listen,
The next point that she's not.
Guys, I need to. No, Marco, jump in. We're running out of time. Candice has to go.
Is the biggest point.
Okay, go on, make your big point quickly.
Let's talk about her blackness, please. Talk about the black experience.
Real quick.
What is going on in Democratic Shield world? Look at Candace Owens. Look at Lord Jamar. Look at Pierce Morgan. And look at Lemoyce. This man is talking way too broken, shattered, scared, worried, afraid. If you don't get out of here with that, family, what is going on in Democratic Shield world? Do they know something that they don't want us to know, y'all? Do they know the clock is ticking, y'all? Do they know it's about to be a time where they can't rewind, they can't come back, they cannot twist, they cannot turn, and they got to go to the unemployment line? Is this what it is, family? Because this is exactly what it's looking like. Marcus Lemoyce completely embarrassed himself. Just like the same picture that we were looking at a minute ago with Spike Lee. What do you see in common, y'all? Spike Lee was sitting there going crazy, he-heeing, literally, coming out here with the Skittles shirt on. And then we see Spike Lee come out and completely look embarrassed while the W sitting there looking calm. Same thing. So you have two Democratic shields looking very, very afraid while everybody else on the panel is sitting there and they are calm and laughing. You know why? Because the other three people on this panel ain't got to worry about having employment tomorrow. I said it. Yeah. The other three, they got job security. All the Democratic shields, they don't have job security. All the Sambo job security is out the door. They don't know which way to go, but they on the floor.
Okay,
Again,
that's a fair point. She's not unqualified.
She's qualified.
Okay.
She just might think she's going to make the wrong choice. The next point that she's not black. The next point that she's not.
I need to. No, Marco, jump in. We're running out of time. Candice has to go.
Is the biggest point.
Okay, go on, make your big point quickly.
Let's talk about her blackness, please. Talk about the black experience.
Real quick. Two quick points.
Quick, Mark. Quick, Mark. Quick, Mark. Quick, Mark. Quick, because Candice has to go.
What the hell was that? Damn shame, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm enjoying the show. This is a wonderful time because I remember getting told that we not black if we don't vote for the Democrats. I remember just 2 weeks ago, Barack Obama told us that we was misogynistic and we were ignorant. Remember, the Democrats' agenda is black folks, you vote for who I tell you to, and if you don't, you're just too dumb. All right? Vote for who I tell you to do, and if not, then you're just stupid. You just can't comprehend it. It's misinformation. I remember all of this, y'all. Okay, I'm going to be extra petty right now. I remember every single thing that the Democrats were telling us. I remember the benign neglect. I sit here and I watch Julio jump over the fence and come over here and disrespect us. I seen it. You seen it. We seen it. So I'm enjoying the show, family, because I remember Marcus Lemoyce, you sitting there and you getting real upset and you scared because you don't know what's going to happen when you go to work tomorrow, okay? You don't know if you're not going to get any more speaking engagements. Remember, y'all, their lives are tied into the Democratic Party. I always say they're not black. They're Democrats, all right? They do not identify with blackness. They think their lineage is Democrat. They think their heritage is Democrat. They think their religion is Democrat. They are so tied to the Democratic Party that they will do and sell out anybody. Y'all know how it is. So if you're that much Democrat, you're that much afraid, then you need to go ahead and just sit on it and deal with it. Because I remember y'all talking crazy. Remember, y'all ain't never going to get reparations. Y'all remember that, right? You remember, y'all want an anti-Black American hate crime law. You ain't gonna get that either. Remember this, yeah? Family, every time you see a Democrat in distress, remember all the disrespect, all right? They've been disrespecting us for a long time. Number one voter block, now they scared. Everything is on our side. We winning right now, y'all. We are winning. Everything is over here. Foundational Black Americans got these folks against the ropes, and you don't have to guess. Look at their face. Marcus Lemoyce wouldn't be doing that if the election wasn't 14 days away. He's only doing that because he don't know the results. Remember, if we don't vote, the Democrats lose, all the shields are out the door for good. And if you don't really feel that, and that doesn't really resonate with you, let me tell you something that's really going to resonate with y'all. You remember when it was all good just a week ago, when you seen Marcus Lemoyce, and he was running around here, and he was saying that Malcolm X was really a part of the Rainbow Coalition? Do y'all remember that one? A lot of people don't remember that. Can I go there? Do I got to go there? Yes, I will. Marcus Lemoyce was one of those people that was disrespecting the great icon, Malcolm X. Yes, he was. Watch this right here. This was him before he was, one second. Wait, give me a minute. Can I? If would. She is black. Blackity black. Wait, please. I don't know if I'm going to have a job tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to work tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get kicked out of my house. I don't know if I can ever come around Democratic Shield Island no more. You can't. And watch this, y'all. This was Marcus Lemoyce talking real disrespectful about our great brother, Malcolm X. My brother Tariq posted this a long time ago. Tariq said, y'all remember when the mainstream media was trying to push the narrative that Malcolm X was Skittles? Well, Marcus Lemoyce was one of the people who they co-opted to help push the narrative. Yes, if y'all remember, this is what was going on. Look what you see right here, family. Malcolm X was gay with a question mark. June 16th, 2006, by Marcus Lemoyce Hill. Yes. Yeah, don't get it twisted or tangled, y'all. When you see these people upset and you see these people complaining and these people is hurt and they wobbling, they afraid, you go ahead and you enjoy it, Foundationals, because they never respected you. And they never respected your family. And they never respected our icons that paved the way. And remember, y'all, Marcus Lemoyce, he's a non-FBA anyway. Yes, tetherisms is all up and downs with this dude. So we definitely not going to let somebody who's a non-foundational Black American disrespect foundational Black Americans, especially our icons, because you wouldn't be here without Malcolm X. That's what he was running around saying. Yes. Why would you even put that there? Because you were co-opted by the Democratic establishment. Trust me, y'all, the same people that paid him to write that right there are the same people who are writing his eviction notice, telling him that he's going to have to get the Black folks on the plantation or he's going to have to get out the house. Yes, we are watching some real plantations getting shut down. We are watching some real plantations do some kicking out. And all of them are getting kicked out. Step for step, one for one, y'all. Yeah, there is going to be, on November 6th, a long line of new homeless people. And it's going to be all of the people that's out here disrespecting the lineage, the heritage, and the culture. So we remember that right there, Lemoyce. Yeah, we remember that very, very clearly. Yes, we do. And we ain't done. We don't hide. We don't run. That's what you see. So we see it right then and there. And he's been running around here disrespecting us. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel y'all in the chat. Y'all absolutely right, family. Y'all absolutely 100% right. This is what he's been doing. And remember, on top of him saying that, remember he was one of these people? And he was telling Candace Owens in the interview that a non-natural woman can have something that a natural woman can have. You know, when you write a sentence and something you put is a dot at the end of a sentence, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember Marcus Lemoyce said that a guy can have that. That's what Lemoyce said. And also, Lemoyce went out and he said toxic masculinity. He was one of those toxic masculinity people. He was one of them folks talking about Black men was toxic and toxic masculinity. That's what he's been running around here doing for a long time. Yes, he has. This goes to show you, y'all, that we don't have no sympathy for that. This is why he's stuttering and fumbling and bumbling. Yep, y'all remember that. Yeah. But guess what, y'all? I got a picture of Marcus Lemoyce and some of the Lemoisture that he's been up to. Yeah, I got a real significant picture in which I'm going to show y'all, and it just shines a little more light on why he was going out there saying that about Malcolm X, why he's going out there talking those things about black men, why he was saying the thing that you put at the end of a sentence. I'm going to show y'all. Look at this right here, y'all. Marcus Lemoyce was hanging out with some interesting people. Yes, he was. Y'all seen this picture of Marcus Lemoyce, y'all? Tell me y'all seen this picture of Marcus Lemoyce. Y'all tell me right now what you see in this picture and tell me what you know in this picture and who ain't who they say they are in this picture. That's the guy who had the nerve to open his mouth and disrespect Malcolm X. That's the guy who had the nerve to disrespect black Americans. Him right there. Yeah. But it goes to show you, family, that you can say whatever you want, but you are going to get G-checked in the damn process. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he been playing on both teams. Yes, you have, Marcus. Yes, you have, homie. You've been hanging out on both squid odds. Yes, you have. You see Marcus and you see Helisha. Him and Helisha are hanging out. He's with Shahida. All right? Shahida, Marcus Lemoyce, all hanging out together. Yeah. We ain't listening to you, homie. So when you out there and you talking all that talk and you getting real upset and you getting real mad, we know what it's really about because we know what you are hitting for or what you getting hit for. Checkmate. There they go. 1.4 thousand people in here right now. I need everybody. Make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network while you in here, family. We only getting stronger. We only getting bigger. Make sure that you like right now. If you here, make sure you leave a like. Smash the like button. Make sure that you subscribe. I need you to like and subscribe. That builds the channel. That builds the voice. That builds the message. And we got a bunch of certifieds in here. We grinding, y'all. Yes, indeed. Speaking of all of that, oh, we don't stop. Told y'all. Family feel like we've been on for 2 hours because we done already regulated the whole team. And there's a whole lot more, y'all. Some real receipts. We got some breaking news on top of that. Yo, we got Marcus Lemoyce. Spike Lee been running around here. Did y'all see Michael Eric Dyson? Did you see Michael Eric Dyson, y'all? Michael Eric Dyson just a few weeks ago, if y'all remember, Michael Eric Dyson was running around here, and on the low, he was trying to get with the bunny girl. Y'all remember that, right? He was trying to low-key get up with the bunny on the low, the snow bunny. That's what he was trying to do. Remember, he came out and he gave us that whole black woman love affair or love letter or whatever, and then it got exposed. He was trying to slide into Becky's DMs, right? Man, do you know he tried to get bold on national television with a W. So he's trying to get some street cred. This is the time where they're all trying to get some type of black street cred. They're all trying to act like us, family. This is what they doing. They trying to act like they us. They trying to rock like us, but you know, they really can't. You know what I'm saying? They really can't. Shout out to you, my brother Sage. I hope you're feeling better, brother. Get some rest, family. I know you go 24 hours, man. Y'all New Yorkers, family. Get some rest, fam. Hope you feel better. Y'all know he been out here trying to slide off in these snow bunnies, you know what I'm saying, DMs. He been trying to act blackety black. That's what they try to do, y'all, all right? Kamala Harris just fails at it, all right? One nation under a groove. You know, she looks very, very bad when she does it, all right? But you see some other ones, and they think they got it down, but they really don't. They really don't have it down, but in their head, they do. Michael Eric Dyson, he got exposed by that W. Karen, because he thought he was going to slide off in her DMs and everything was going to be good to go. All right, we're going to go down the list of Michael Eric Dyson. Let's talk about this man. Watch this right here, family. Oh, I'm going to show y'all. He got checked on TV. Y'all know that Republican dude? He's like the only Republican on CNN. Why he dogged Michael Eric Dyson? Yeah, they start getting into it. Michael Eric Dyson said, man, don't you put your finger in my face. Yeah, and then the W said, what you want, my number after the show? He kind of digging him, right? He's trying to say, I know you was trying to get with the W woman after the show. Michael Eric Dyson getting mad, but didn't do a damn thing because we know he's not. This is what happens when you soften in Carnival cotton candy, man. That's what happens when you soften in Carnival cotton candy. So check this out. This was his love letter to black women, okay? And then I'm going to show you his DMs to white women. We're going to expose Michael Eric Dyson too. Everybody can get it. It don't matter how, don't matter where, we in here.
Love note for black women this morning. For little girls, for aunties, for grandmothers, for wives, for partners, for lovers, for teachers, ditch diggers, engineers, around the way girls, to presidential candidates.
No, that's what it was really about. That's what, don't listen, family. Notice how he just went down the list of all these black women, and then he ended it with Kamala, because Kamala's who he really was talking this for, because he never talked like this until he tried to push it off on Kamala Harris. And then why is he trying to talk like Barry White? Why, brother, don't nobody think you smooth like that. Ain't nobody around here thinking Michael Eric Dyson with his 13 words. They got 32 different syllables in them, okay? Nobody's out here thinking that you slick, homie. The sister girls and the women and friends and the hydrocopanalists and all the focus of the metropolis. If you don't get the hell out of here, homeboy.
We black men who have too often failed you, who have too often not said the right thing at the right time, who have been vulnerable to the claim that we have forgotten what you have done for us, the magnificence of your service to our people, the beauty and power of your spirit at times when we flagged. We remember all the remarkable things you have done and beg your forgiveness for us not standing up for you when times were tough.
Enough. Now, that's what he was saying right there. But look how it turned out right here.
I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
the guy
Order.
says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the.
Yeah, Karen held on to that. Karen said, wait one damn minute. Karen said, oh, I'm going to get you back. See, what he did, he done what a lot of black folks do. During election season, they start thinking that they're actually W's. So he thought he was going to go press up on her and everything was going to be good to go. He thought everything was going to be fine. And she held on to that real good so she can get him back. And he put out...
Hey, my friends, Michael Eric Dyson here.
Oh, first off, let's look at the picture. Look at, she came out with the DMs, family. She done put you on the ground. This man got exposed. When was the last time you seen anybody in politics actually expose DMs? Michael Eric Dyson got his DMs exposed from Karen because he was trying to bunny hop into her actual inbox. He tried to bunny hop in an inbox and it didn't go good for him. Now, after that happened, watch how he came back, family, and he's not talking all that sister girl stuff. I thought it was all about black women. I thought you loved the sisters, homie. I thought you was down for the girls. But it didn't seem that way, and he tried to explain it.
Here, just want to clear something up. A vicious untruth and rumor that's being spread by Congresswoman Nancy Mace claiming I was trying to hit on her. So I'm trying to figure this out. So this is our complete text exchange that she says proves I was trying to hit on her. We were on CNN together. She was vicious. She was nasty. She refused to call Kamala Harris by her right name. We had a bitter exchange about.
If she was so bitter and nasty, how come you were out here calling her beautiful and gorgeous, homie? You got caught.
Together. She was vicious. She was nasty. She refused to call Kamala Harris by her right name. We had a bitter exchange about that. She claims in the interview that I called her racist when I went out of my way to say she wasn't a racist. I said, you're a wonderful woman. But let me say this to you, because I know you probably didn't understand this or mean it. But when you call Kamala Harris out of her name, that is perpetuating a legacy of inequality and of white subordination of black people. Oh, so you called me a racist? No, I didn't. So she's looking for some reason to try to exploit the situation. This is the text exchange. I sent her Abby Phillip, the
look, he already stuttering. Michael Eric Dyson talks all them big words and he's stuttering.
Exchange. I sent her Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too, and then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was two bipolar opposites. Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her and she said, great pick. And I said, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face. And my
no, don't try to breeze over that kissy face. What you sending that to her for, homie? What you sending that to her for? Don't come up in here and say, well, you know, a laughing face and a little kissy face. Nah. And then, by the way, what's up with these guys puckering their lips like that? Seems real funny style, right? That's him splaining. That's how he started splaining. Okay, watch this, y'all. Few days later, this just happened. All right, so that's Michael Eric Dyson, love letter. Then he tried to slide and bunny hop in the inbox, and then this came out. Watch this right here with Michael Eric Dyson. Yeah, he done ran into some little issues the other day. He done ran into some issues the other day on CNN. Watch him now, since he got exposed and everybody was making fun of him. What Michael Eric Dyson tried to do, y'all, he tried to come on television and get tough with a W man. See, he's trying to get some street cred back from black folks. Michael Eric Dyson, you never had any. So you're wasting your time, homie. But watch how he gets checked in the process.
Donald Trump tells that you are disturbed by.
I don't want any politician to lie ever. I wish they would all tell the truth all the time.
That was a Kamala Harris patient. What is a lie that Donald Trump?
Look, first of all, I don't answer to you, and I don't answer to you. That's number one. Number two, I don't answer to you, and I don't answer.
Look, hey, look at him. Hey, he put his finger on his face. Watch this. I don't answer to you, and I don't answer to you. But watch him get in Michael Eric Dyson's face.
First of all, I don't answer to you, and I don't answer to you. That's number one.
Look at Michael Eric Dyson. He mad. He mad. He ain't gonna do nothing, though. Look how mad he is, y'all. Look how mad he is. What's up with these shields getting pumped by these W's on television, family? They stay getting G-checked. Every time you turn around, you see one of these guys getting checked. Y'all remember when Roland Martin got checked at the black journalist thing? Look at Michael Eric Dyson. Dude just put his finger all in his face. Because no matter how much you shield, you still ain't a W.
Look, first of all, I don't answer to you, and I don't answer to you. That's number one. Number two, it is my sincere. Well, I don't answer to these two guys. It's my sincerest hope that all politicians do the best job they.
You know, I want to resolve this with you putting your finger in my face. Let me finish, sir. Let me finish. You put your finger in my face, and you were aggressive, and you said you don't answer. Let me ask you a question, though.
I don't.
You don't ask me a question. I thought you told us, Abby, that we all should speak among each other, not wait for you. And if it's all right,
you're gonna ask me for my number.
Hang on, Scott and Michael.
Brother, don't start.
Did y'all catch that? He said, you're going to ask me for my number at the end of the show? Look right there. Look at the face. Family, they always getting checked by these W's. Look at that right there. He said, what you going to do? Ask me for my number? And he's talking about the Karen that he was trying to inbox her. He was trying to bunny hop and inbox. That's who he's talking about. So he threw that little jab at him real quick. What you going to do? Ask for my number like you did to her? And watch how Michael Eric Dyson freezes. He freezes, family. He's like, really? You just said that to me? Watch.
Abby, that we all should speak among each other, not wait for you. And if it's all right,
you're gonna ask me for my number.
Hang on, Scott and Michael.
Brother, don't start.
In the spirit of conversation at the table, we're gonna.
He told him don't start. Look, hey, he said, hold up, don't start. Michael Eric Dyson don't do nothing.
If it's all right,
you're gonna ask me for my number.
Hang on, Scott and Michael.
Brother, don't start.
Look at that. No. Freeze. Look at that. Michael Eric Dyson is just sitting there mad as hell. Look how mad he is, y'all. Look how mad and upset he is. He knows what time it is. He ain't gonna do nothing, say nothing. They stay getting punked, y'all. They got all this smoke when they come to foundational Black Americans. They always want to tell us what we need to do, how we need to do it. You notice, family, anytime him or Roland Martin or Marcus Lemoyce is encountering a W man, in a lot of cases a W woman, all that tough guy-ness goes out the door. He ain't tough right now. Dude just literally put his finger in your face on national television. Then he told you, what you gonna do? Ask for my number at the end of the show? And then turn around and said, don't start nothing. And Michael Eric Dyson sit there and bit his lip and said, okay, boss, I won't, because you know better. You know better. You know who control you. You know who run you. And you know that you ain't got nothing for them. This is what happens when you shield all day. You got to pay the piper, y'all. And that's exactly what's happening with him. Look at that. Nothing. Just a bunch of mugs with nothing.
Speak among each other, not wait for you. And if it's all right,
you're gonna ask me for my number.
Hang on, Scott and Michael.
Brother, don't start.
In the spirit of conversation at the table, we're gonna keep the conversation at the table. We're not gonna have side chats because it's.
Hey, look how he keeps trying to get the woman. He keeps trying to go back to Abby and say, Abby, help us, please. Abby, why is he talking to me like this? Notice, family, that he keeps trying to get her attention. He keeps going back to her.
You're gonna ask me for my number after
Hang
the
on,
show?
Scott and Michael.
Brother, don't start.
In the spirit of conversation at the table, we're gonna keep the conversation at the table. We're not gonna have side chats because it's not helpful.
Are there any lies that?
Damn. Mo checking in the process. Damn shame, family. So you on television getting G-checked by the dominant society, okay? As if it ain't already bad enough, all the things that you be getting checked for in the process, family. So it look like they're getting it from every single way, family. Look like there ain't really much that we really got to do, because every time you turn around, these people are out here completely getting exposed. Every single time you turn around, they're getting exposed, and there's nothing that they can really stand on, y'all. Nothing that they can stand on at all. This is why we're saying goodbye right now. This is why everybody's saying peace out, because they know damn well all the way across the board, no matter what they come up with or no matter what they say or try, FBA is calling them out from the jump. They cannot run from everything that we've been talking about. And they, to the point, family, nobody respects them. Y'all remember just a few days ago, we showed the clip of Roland Martin, and Roland Martin was getting laughed at on Fox News. They was talking about the funny Roland Martin, or what they said, Roland Martin's popular, and dudes started laughing. Okay, nobody respects them. Understand, y'all, the Shields ain't respected in the dominant society, not by the liberals or by the conservatives. We don't respect them. This is why we say they're gonna be out on the corner with nowhere to go, y'all. This is why we say that, because we understand they've been trying to get bold, they've been trying to get rough, and everybody sees it for what it is. So speaking of that, the Shields can't help them no more. There's nowhere to go with the Shields. Now, foundational Black Americans, we've been exposing them, and we've been actually showing them the doors over there. Pack your own bags. If not, we'll pack them for you. Kamala now, like we said, she's MIA. She is literally sitting out this day when you're only 2 weeks away. I've never seen a president 2 weeks away sit back, because they've been exposing her. Family, have y'all seen those clips where they show her saying the same thing over and over and over again? They're literally showing you that the woman is just going through, and she's just saying the same things, repeating it. There's nothing that she can really say, because everybody's looking at her and saying, dude, you say the same speech ever. Let's be real. Kamala Harris is somebody who should have never been a presidential candidate. She lost in the primaries and got selected, and then she seen Joe Biden get pushed out, and then she got selected. She's always getting selected. What's the last election that she's ever won? She ain't won no elections, y'all. And she runs to the Black church now, thinking they're going to help her, and they are out of business. Every corner you turn, you're out of business. Watch this right here, y'all. They've been showing these clips of Kamala Harris, and she's been running around saying the same things over and over and over again. Does this look like somebody who actually is saying real things, or does this look like somebody who's just repeating off a script?
So I've now, as vice president, met over 150 world leaders, presidents, prime ministers, chancellors, and kings. Many of them multiple times.
We've heard this.
Like we're on a first name basis.
1,000 times.
I met over 150 world leaders, presidents, prime ministers, chancellors, and kings. Met over 150
It's a
world
different
leaders,
event.
presidents, prime
Different
ministers, chancellors, and kings. We have traditionally been able to walk in those rooms, chin up, shoulders back. Chin up,
Heard
shoulders
it
back.
1,000 times.
We walk in, chin up, shoulders back. I have said many times publicly, and I'll say it again. In many, many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man. I do believe Donald Trump to be an unserious man. And I've said publicly, Donald Trump is an unserious man. The vast majority of us have so much more in common than what separates us. Have so much more in common than what separates us. So the vast majority of us have more in common than what separates us. You know, we are an ambitious people. We are aspirational. We have dreams.
Oh, God.
We are
Make it stop.
an ambitious people. We have aspirations. We have dreams.
Oh, my God.
Really? This is who they trying to give us for president, family. Absolutely. The same old speech, rehearsal. This is why every single interview goes down the drain. This is why everybody's looking at the interviews and saying, what the hell is this? What is this? You ain't coming with nothing. Not to mention she be doing this all the time. She stay doing this, don't she? Kind of like, you know, someone's talking to her. Family, how do you have scripted interviews and still mess up? How do you have a town hall meeting and you don't even talk to the people you read off a teleprompter? You're dealing with somebody who reads off a teleprompter at a town hall meeting, has a rehearsed script, is the worst presidential candidate ever, especially when it comes to interviews. They literally had to edit out her interview on 60 Minutes, and then it came out, family, that she still messed that up. She's getting softballs and striking out. Family, strike out if somebody throws you a fastball. How are you striking out when someone's throwing you a softball? They're literally walking it up to you and you still swinging and hitting the air. It's a very, very, very shameful thing, y'all. Very shameful. But that's not the end of it. So what's the main thing you know she was going to go do, y'all? What's the main thing that you knew that they was going to do when they had trouble? And did we not talk about it on Friday, y'all? The religious community right now is giving her that business. They're giving her that work. On Friday, we talked about at a little campaign rally she did, somebody in the crowd said, Jesus is Lord. And what did she do? She thought it was somebody talking about MAGA. So what she said, oh, you at the wrong rally. Get out of here. Made another mistake. At this point, y'all, it ain't even FBA who's doing it to her. She's doing it to herself. If somebody comes around and they're literally cosplaying, just sit back and wait. Eventually, they gonna mess it up. Eventually, they gonna fall. And that's exactly what she's done. She's done had mistake after mistake, gaffe after gaffe. Family, she done had as many gaffes as Joe Biden. Joe Biden has actually had less gaffes than her. We thought it was over when Joe Biden dropped out, kicked out, stepped down. Then she comes in with a whole different set of gaffes. You mean to tell me this is who's been running the country for the last 4 years? Joe Biden makes gaffes every day and Kamala makes gaffes every day. I know why Joe Biden does. He's 3,037 years old. What's your excuse? Oh, it's because you're cosplaying. Oh, it's because you're not qualified. Oh, it's because you're lying. So the fact she messes that up and the whole Christian community's on top of her right now, y'all. Everybody. We reported it on Friday. And ever since then, everybody's been calling her out. The whole church religious community been calling her out saying, how dare you say some stuff like that? I see what you're talking about Waltz too. Yep, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's a whole nother story. You see her falling out right now with the religious community. So what she do? She try to run to the black folks. She tried to run to the black folks. What did Kendrick Lamar say on They Not Like Us? He said, you run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let's break it down for you. This is the real challenge. There's this thing in hip hop and in politics that you get to run into Atlanta. And every time these folks run to Atlanta, they go to Atlanta and then they try to get them red carpets rolled out. And next thing you know, she went out there and she saw this, y'all. This is what we're talking about. Family, I'm here to say this. In 2024, that ain't flying. That is not going to dictate the election no more. And then she went and found Mr. Pork Chop himself, Jamal Bryant. Yeah, this is what she tried to do. She thought she was slick too, family. The religious community came after her, and then she runs to the church and says, can y'all co-sign me? Can y'all help me out? She needed some help from the religious community, y'all. That's what happened. So she started running to aunties and everybody else in the black church, did what the black church always does. They sell out the black community. I'm here to let the world know that selling out for the black church is not going to work no damn more. We are not going for that anymore, not at all. And then you seen this. The same exact time that they was out here trying to sell us out, you seen Jamal Bryant, Jamal 6, 7, 8, 9 baby mamas Bryant. He comes out. And what does he say, family? He comes out and starts talking about black men being misogynistic. This is all they can say to us, y'all, is y'all misogynistic now. Y'all wrong. What's wrong with y'all? This is what ended up happening. Watch this right here, family. He comes out and he does the same thing Barack Obama did. So they don't care, fam. They got the same playbook and they run it over and over and over again, y'all. He about to get exposed. But first, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, research, and commentary. Fair use and acting. Fair use. Watch this, y'all.
Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister.
Yeah. Full stop.
And Mordecai was man enough to know that in order for me to be a man, I got to know how to support a woman. Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister. It was a sister that raised you. It was a sister that taught you how to read. It was a sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to send a message?
That we've got to be able to vote, that misogyny is still real in our community. We've got to address it head on and not act like it doesn't exist. The reality is, if black men had voted, Stacey Abrams would be a governor. And so I think that we've got to do some real redress that after racism, the biggest ill in America is sexism. And I think it's part of the responsibility of this generation to deal with it head on.
Oh, hell no.
Something is wrong.
Oh, hell no. We're not hearing that coming from you, homeboy. Those who don't know this man right here, this man literally has hidden children, y'all. The man done been married 4, 5, 6, 7 times. The man done cheated 8, 9, 10, 12 times. He got kids that he hides. This man is one of them folks out there in the pulpit in New Birth Church in Atlanta, been trying to hustle scam folks for years. Nobody is taking any advice from this guy. Didn't he sound very much like Tamika Cadillac Mallory? Ain't that what she said? They always trying to talk about blacks and sexism and racism and all this stuff. Where was all of that, family, when folks was coming after Janet Jackson? Huh? None of that. See, it seems like they only want to start talking about some type of sexism when they can put that off on black men not voting for who they want. He said when black men, they didn't want to go vote for Stacey Abrams. He said if black men would have voted for Stacey Abrams, she would be governor. How about they just didn't like her? How about that? It ain't ever black folks just exercise their own opinion. This is what I say with the Democrats, y'all. It's if you don't vote for who we tell you to, it's because you're not intelligent. This is how they talk to their number one voter block, family. This is how they talk to us. Listen to him in the church, family, with that fake voice. This is the end of the black church, family. Do not just focus on the Democratic plantation. The church plantation got to go too. Because the church plantation, the Democratic plantation, been working in conjunction to hold us down. I want you to find everybody that's been leading us to the plantation of Democrats, and we got to run them all out the paint at the same time. That's what I call multitasking.
To know that in order for me to be a man, I got to know how to support a woman. Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister.
Do you support all the kids you have, homie? Family, I'm not making this up. This is literally coming from somebody who has multiple kids from multiple different women and hides them, who has cheated on people. And what I'm hearing word on the streets in Atlanta, that it ain't just sisters that he's out there dealing with. If you get my drift, y'all, proceed.
It was a sister that raised you. It was a sister that taught you how to read. It was a sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to...
Yeah, and you trying to get me to vote for somebody who bathes their collard greens in the bathtub. Yeah, so you got the bathing wrong. Hold on, ho. Let's get this straight. He says it was a sister who taught you all these things and bathed you, but he left out the part that he wants to vote for the person who bathes the collard greens. I understand the baby. I understand the child. I understand the churn. But don't come talking to me about the collard greens getting bathed too, because that ain't a sister. Checkmate.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to send a message?
Sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to send a message?
We've got to be able to vote. That misogyny is still real in our community. We've got to address it head on and not act like it doesn't exist. The reality is if black men had voted, Stacey Abrams would be a governor.
Well, maybe they just didn't want to vote for her. Maybe they don't like her policies. Everybody else can have an opinion except for black people. We can't have an opinion. If we have an opinion, it's you just don't understand or you're drinking the Kool-Aid like Spike Lee was talking about.
And so I think that we've got to do some real redress that after racism, the biggest ill in America is sexism. And I think it's part of the responsibility of this generation to do.
Get on out of here. Get out of here with that one. See, this is what they try to do to us, family. This is what they try to do. They try to shame black folks into voting. And when one shaming tactic doesn't work, they immediately travel to the next one. This man, who literally is one of the biggest womanizers that you're ever going to see. This is a man. Ain't he the one? Yo, my people, my folks in Atlanta, my folks who know this guy. Let me know. Ain't he the one who took over for, what's the dude name? Bishop Long, Eddie Long? Ain't he the dude who took over for him? Y'all let me know in the chat. I need to know this, family, okay? Ain't that the dude who took over for Eddie Long? Which, come on now, that speaks for itself. You know about all the stuff going on down there in the church in Atlanta, family. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Ain't that him? Because he don't speak for us, y'all. This man don't speak for us at all. Y'all see, and notice CNN went and got him. They go get these people who are nowhere near connected to the street. Eddie Long, okay, he the one who took. So Eddie Long's replacement is trying to talk to us about voting and misogyny. You notice nothing ever adds up with these people. It'd be a criminal trying to teach us about criminality. It'd be a womanizer trying to teach us about respecting women. Literally, this is a womanizer trying to teach us about these things. This is who Kamala ran to? This is your outreach program? Look at the men that be around Kamala. Let's go there, family. I'm going to go ahead and put on my criticism right here, family. Let's get real critiquing right here. You around P. Dougie, your husband, who cheated on his wife with the nanny, and I believe that he has a hidden child out here. We exposed that a few episodes ago. I'm going to put up the picture again here today. P. Dougie, who is a serial cheater, who got the nanny pregnant and has a hidden child, okay? Joe Biden walks around here and he sniffs on women all the time. We've seen that. I'm just being 100 with you. This guy right here, Jamal Bryant, who's running around here with multiple women, womanizing left and right. And you're talking about Donald Trump? Donald Trump is the bad guy. But at the same time, every man you're around is doing worse than what he did. Oh, not to mention Willie Brown. How could I forget? Willie Brown, you was cheating on Willie Brown when he was married. And he was old enough to be your daddy. To where when people did an interview with you, they're like, is this your daddy? She's like, oh, no, it's not. Willie Brown, then your real dad, okay? Not to mention, it sounds like your grandfather was hitting up with the slaves, okay? P. Dougie, and then all of these other people, and you go get him to critique us. Let me tell you something. Black American men are completely okay. We are solid. We are certified. We don't need no teaching from you at all. We don't need no teaching from you. You take that somewhere else, going back to Punjabi or wherever you're from. We don't need none of that. We don't need it from Jamal Bryant. We don't need any of that. The fact that they think that they're going to run around here, y'all, and try to feed us all of these people who have terrible histories. You notice this, though, family? She won't run and go talk to the dominant society. Why don't you go over there? Why don't you go over to the dominant society and why don't you go give them a critique? Notice, fam, we still sitting here waiting and we still trying to figure out where is the critique when it comes to the dominant society. Why don't you go talk to them about how they treat they women? Because when I look at the statistics, all them Karens is getting treated bad. Matter of fact, look at Dougie, your husband Dougie. He cheated on a W woman, but you're critiquing black men about voting for an Indian woman. It don't make no sense. Makes no sense to the point that we've called it out and we ain't rocking with it. We stand on principle, serious principle, and our principle just is making us clear that we not vote for somebody who clearly has some issues, clearly has some skeletons in your closet and problems on the home front. So no, it ain't working. And then check this out, family. Check this out. While they've been running around here saying that, people been out here exposing Mr. Jamal Bryant, and all his kids that he got. Yeah, matter of fact, before we do that, no, we here. Let me show y'all this. We got 1.5 thousand people in here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe while you here. Make sure you hit that like button. This is how we gonna do it. This is how we gonna win. This is how we gonna work with it. She been running around here with a bunch of terrible men in her life, family. Terrible. Critiquing us about men, though, right? Okay. But what I'm seeing is that when you look at who is around her and what, shall I say, is around her, it don't add up at all. Not at all. This is the individual that you're trying to get black men to be more like. Look at this right here. Got a son in California? Wow. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Giselle Bryant's dad says that Jamal might have 6 or 7 baby mamas. And I know on good authority, one of them kids is hidden, y'all. It seems like he's got even more than what he's leading on. And some of them children, he's not even claiming. So this guy is beyond someone who's faking. He is a false prophet, and he's apparently a false father. You ain't got us a false father, Kamala. You ain't got a false father, a false dad, a false husband. Come on, we running out of falses, family. He's a false prophet, false father, false dad, false husband. Damn. You're going to have to do better than this. Black American men are super good. We don't need this. We don't need Dougie. Kamala, you need to do some cleaning, and you need to get the men in your life in order, because we're looking at the men in your life and we see that your daddy lived down the street from you. No. Let's go there. Let's go there, family. Kamala, you need to do some real soul searching, because when we look at the men in your life, we see they're not too good. Your dad lives down the street from you with his new wife. He doesn't even talk to you. He don't come to none of your events, and he acts like you don't exist. You got daddy issues. Your husband cheated on his last wife, got the nanny pregnant, and got a hidden kid floating around here somewhere. Yep. You need to get your stuff together. Then you're going to give us a pastor talking about misogyny, and this man got 15 different kids, all right? Been married 32 different goddamn times. These are the men that Kamala Harris is putting in front of us, telling black Americans we need to be more like. No. We reject your deposit. And people been roasting dude all the way across the board. Check this out right here, y'all. This dude has been getting roasted, and this is what's really going on for my people outside of Atlanta that don't really know what's happening. Watch this.
Well. If it ain't Jamal,
Damn, Brian, where the hell you been at, man? Throwing stones like this when not only are you far from perfect, you're far from even living in God's image. Jamal, many of them people in Atlanta might not know who you are, but you have been a fake prophet from the start. How many wives you gonna cheat on, Jamal? How many women you gonna have unprotected sex without being married to him, Jamal? That very congregation that you preaching to. How many women are you fucking there, Jamal? You thought because you ain't seen me on Instagram that I wasn't gonna come around and find this video and spank that ass? I'm always gonna spank that, Jamal. When it comes to being a pastor, you ain't no real pastor. You don't preach out the Bible. You preach for profit. You got a big congregation from telling people what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. As being a pastor, Jamal, you and I both know you failed the assignment. Jamal, you are no pastor. You are simply a worship entertainer. Y'all, no pastor of value, and I mean no pastor of value, will have the audacity to speak of a man at the pulpit like this. He is low-hanging fruit. He does not embody the image of God. You are the man that Kevin Samuels tells women to stay away from. He's cheated on every wife he's ever had. And now that he's in Atlanta, not only is he messing with women, he's probably messing with their men's too. Don't let that man get y'all sent to hell because y'all not following true Christianity, Smokey. You talking about Kevin Samuels when your churches are GoFundMe alone. Don't get it. Read your Bible if you don't already know. I'm not a pastor. I can say what the I want. I'm not held to the same standard God holds him to. Understand that. Let's keep it real. We're going to keep it real, Atlanta. Jamal Bryant's church is to keep you entertained. It's to keep you distracted, okay? You are a body of people that go to his church. You are a body of people that like to keep up with the Joneses. Celebrities go there. You know you're going to see some stars. And when you're around stars, you start thinking that you are a star. Guess what? Stars go to hell too. Since Jamal Bryant, come down is what they call him, wanted to be an antagonist in this situation, I'm going to be a protagonist. Did I say something wrong? And here it is, this pastor's up there adding fuel to the fire. You know why? Because he loves women. Yeah, down Bryant. That's what they call you, Mr. Chocolate.
There they go. He running around here like he Mr. Chocolate. Shit. That's what we talking about. Uh-huh. That right there is what we talking about, family. Yes, that is who Kamala is trying to push on us. Never that, y'all. Never, never, never. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Nah, keep that one, family. So he's exposed. So that's her trying to get the church crowd. And the church crowd holds no weight. They can sing and they can dance. And let's be honest with you, family. The reason why they've been trying to get us to vote for the Democrats, because they pray to a W anyway. And let me ask y'all a question. Since we there and we extra with it, I need y'all in the chat right now. Can I get some 100 emojis if you believe what dude was saying? Notice what he said. He said Jamal Bryant in Atlanta, he's probably talking to some men's too. If you believe that he's probably talking to some men's too, can I get some 100s in the chat? Because that looked like some real Eddie Long kind of stuff, homie. It looked like some real Eddie Long kind of work. And I wish I could put some 100s in there, family, because I'm believing, matter of fact, I think I can. Yep. I'm believing that he is entertaining some of the men's too. That's just my personal belief, y'all. That's my personal belief. Damn. Damn. People are spoken. That's all the people do around here, man. The people speak. That's it. Yeah. Talking to the men's too. Uh-huh. Oh, I get it. He knows so much about what black men need to do because he's very, 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 very friendly with a lot of the black men's in Atlanta. It all makes sense. Men's. It's raining men when you go to Jamal Bryant's pulpit, homie, all the way live. And speaking of that, y'all, just got word on the street, man, that Michael Eric Dyson is still out there searching for the bunny out there. They say Michael Eric Dyson still searching, y'all. So y'all go tell Michael Eric Dyson that it's okay. One day he may get him a Karen, but he don't have to cosplay and he don't have to act like he wanted us to get it, family. So Michael Eric Dyson out there jumping behind the woods, y'all. Jumping behind the woods and the trees. When he ain't getting G-checked on national television by Ken, he hiding behind trees so he can get next to Karen. Democratic shills ain't got nothing going for themselves, y'all. Let's be real in the field. Democratic shills ain't moving no crowds, ain't getting nothing popping. Nobody's out here really standing on anything with them, y'all. So you're seeing them completely fall out, and it's a damn good thing. Hey, don't be mad at us, homie. Don't be mad because all we're doing is that we're exposing everything. So when Marcus Lemoyster, when he is done getting G-checked by Pierce Morgan, he can deal with the fact what we just said is true. And then on top of that, y'all, when Michael Eric Dyson come from around the tree with Karen, then he can deal with the fact that he got checked in the process too. It's a bad day to be a shield, y'all. And man, family, let's be real. Let's be 100. They'll pay anybody. They pulling folks off the damn streets, y'all. They trying to get everybody involved, y'all. They're trying to see if they can get folks to sell out. And the reason why they're trying to do that, y'all, is because the poll numbers ain't looking too good. The poll numbers are looking very bad right now for Kamala. All right. In all the swing states, I'm talking about the actual poll numbers, the statistical averages of the polls, man. Every way that you would equate it, the poll numbers are looking real bad. And everybody's talking about what we got going on, family. But then, you know, also, while Kamala Harris was taking a nap today, you ended up seeing that Donald Trump was out there hanging out with some Latinos. Yeah, the Latinos was out there. Latinos for Trump. Yep. And we're seeing that things is looking real kind of lazy right here in the streets. Let's go down there. Let's go into the world of politics, y'all. Let's check this out. Look at this right here, y'all. This is what Donald Trump was saying today about Kamala Harris. Checkmate.
But there's something wrong with him. Honestly, there's something wrong. And there's something wrong with her, too. She's slow, low IQ, something. I don't know what the hell it is, but they lie. We don't need another low IQ person. We had one for 4 years. We don't need another one. But there's something wrong with him. Honestly, there's something wrong. And there's something wrong with her, too. She's slow, low IQ, something. I don't know what the hell it is. But
family, look who's in the background. Look who's laughing, y'all. Them are Latinos laughing. Yeah, we're going to go ahead, family. We're going to talk about it. While they sending out the shills to come and curse us out, when the shills are insulting us, look at how these other communities are sitting there and they don't have that energy for them. I thought it was the Democratic Party. How come they don't go out there and talk like that to the Democratic Latinos? Look at dude right here. Dude right here is having a ball. So is she. How come they don't lecture that man about misogyny? How come they don't tell that man that he needs to treat women better? How come they don't tell this woman to treat women better? Oh, it's because they only talk like this to us.
And there's something wrong with her, too. She's slow, low IQ, something. I don't know what the hell it is, but they lie. We don't need another low IQ person. We had one for 4 years. We don't need another one.
But there's more. Let's go down the line, y'all. Look at the love that he was getting from the Latino community, y'all. He was getting a lot of love from the Latinos. Look at this. Look at this right here, family. The whole Jesus thing. Look at this. They prayed over him. Look at all them. How come you're not talking about the Latino vote, Marcus?
Let's all pray together. Heavenly Father, we humble ourselves before you, and we believe, Lord, that you are the answer for all the problems that we're facing. That we can put our hope in you through Jesus and have hope again. Our faith can be built up again.
Look at that picture right there. Look in the back. Latino Americans for Trump. They are literally praying over this man. They got their hands on this man. They blessing him. Last week, family, we showed that Al Smith dinner, and we showed the whole dominant society and all the Catholics, and they were making deals that they loved them some Donald Trump. Now we're showing all the Latinos, and they praying, showing that they love some Donald Trump. So it's starting to look even more and more so that y'all got bigger problems than just FBA. Instead of coming around us, you better start looking at some of these other electors.
You can return to us the joy that is only from you.
And then on top of that, remember, y'all, Kamala thought she was going to go out there and start yelling. That whole Jesus thing backfired so bad, y'all. Watch this.
In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus.
Translation: Kamala Harris is not one of us. Listen to the supremacist dog whistles, y'all. Listen to the supremacist dog whistles, y'all. She got some real religious problems on her right now. There are some serious religion problems on her. That mistake she made when she said that them folks need to go to another rally, she made a massive mistake. And I believe, y'all, this is why a lot of people in her campaign are upset. I believe the reason why she took the day off is because of this right here, family. Everyone knows that she should have never said that. And the religious community have been coming down on her completely. This is a big, massive problem. Donald Trump right there, he's seizing the opportunity, all right? Donald Trump is basically telling everybody, she doesn't like your Lord, we do. This is the dominant society getting on the same page, y'all. This is what we talked about. We said they will get on the same page real quick when it comes to religion. This is exactly what they're doing.
In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus. Thank you.
Family, they saying no Kamala. That's what they saying. That right there means no damn Kamala. That is what they saying, y'all. Let's be real. Let's keep it 110. They saying no damn Kamala. They done got the supremacy on her, family. We called it. We said that the supremacist society, and that goes for Democrats and Republicans, they was going to team up on her, and they was going to come down serious. This is what you're watching in real time. She don't want those problems, y'all. So what we're seeing, and this lets you know that we're on the same page, y'all, is that they're starting to turn on her with religion. The religion is here to turn on her. So they really do not want them problems at all, because that W vote, and I'm talking about all them Karens in the Midwest and all them Karens everywhere else, them people are not going out there to support no Kamala Harris. If she already had it bad in terms of all the black folks, she really got it bad now when it comes to all them W folks. And apparently, let's be real, the Latino folks is running out there and they're saying the same exact thing. What they gonna do about that, y'all? Come on, let's be real. You know damn well what them chanting that is. And you know exactly what he meant when he said, we actually give it, we care and we're really out here for Jesus. That was really them saying that Kamala's not one of us and we're never going to go for her. Once again, it shows you absolutely what happened. And then, family, a lot of the footage started to come out about her kicking those people out. They've been giving her that work, y'all. They've been giving her that damn work. All of them people that were there and all the people that watched that whole little rally she had, they've been exposing her to the maximum, and she's been having to deal with it. This is the footage that came out. After she said that, y'all, they started showing what happened backstage or at the rally. When she kicked them people out of that whole rally, it got caught on camera. This right here is a travesty to her getting the W vote. Family, they're looking at that like she personally went into the audience and kicked them out. That's how they looking at it, family. They basically see it as Kamala Harris went into the audience and kicked out 2 W kids. That's how they viewing it. And the backfire is coming across the whole spectrum, y'all. The whole damn spectrum. And she's having to deal with it front and center. Look at this. Ben Carson showed up. And you know he started tap dancing. Ben Carson's out here. Watch this.
But Benjamin Franklin, when he came out of that Constitution Hall after vigorous arguments over how our nation was going to be run, he was asked, "Sir, what do we have here? A monarchy or a republic?" And he said, "A republic, if you can keep it." We've kept it for 240 years, but we're as close to losing it right now as we have ever been at any point in time. We have a Department of Justice that's being used by the party in power to persecute and prosecute their political opponents, something you would expect in Russia or China or Banana Republic, occurring blatantly right in our country. And interestingly enough, we have somebody who's running for president, who recently said in a crowd when somebody said, Jesus Christ is Lord, that you're in the wrong crowd. Think about that.
Ooh, oh, the Mayo's mad, y'all. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with us. She made a big mistake. Kamala, you messed up. The dominant society, they about to go full tea party on you.
Crowd when somebody said, Jesus Christ is Lord, that you're in the wrong crowd. Think about that. You know, in Matthew 12:34, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. She didn't have time to think about what she was going to say. She just said what's in her heart. So maybe she's the one who doesn't belong. Maybe that's what we should be thinking about.
Family, I want you to really see how serious this is right here, y'all. This is all across social media. They were giving her that business, y'all. They were mad. Listen to the people crying and yelling in the crowd. They know damn well that they are pissed off. She done messed up with the W religious crowd? No. And you are an Indian woman? No.
That you're in the wrong crowd. Think about that. You know, in Matthew 12:34, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. She didn't have time to think about what she was going to say. She just said what's in her heart. So maybe she's the one who doesn't belong. Maybe that's what we should be thinking about.
Belong where? Family, certifies. Where? Listen to, hey, family, they talking in dog circles and dog whistles and dog jumps and dogs fences. Listen to what he just said. What does he really mean? She doesn't belong. Doesn't belong in the house of supremacy. He's being a nice little guy. Okay? Notice, fam, this is what we're talking about these shields. He's a Republican shield. You got the Democratic shield. What did he just do, family? He threw her under the bus. He said, nope. Massa, she's did it. That was her. She wants to get into the supremacist household by doing it the liberal way. He's saying, I'm doing it the Republican way. He saw an opportunity and he jumped on it. Family, these folks will sell each other out real quick. Real quick, family. They will sell each other out. Y'all stay there. I got more. Watch this, fam. I'm going to go down the whole list. Check this out, y'all. You guys are going to be like, damn. Check this out. They've been giving her that business, fam. She has a serious problem with the evangelicals, the Christians, the Catholics. She's got a serious problem. Because remember, first off, fam, a lot of people don't even know, what's her denomination. A lot of people really don't know that. And there was a lot of black folks who was mad at that stuff too. It wasn't just Ben Carson. No. And do you know they started doing interviews with the little W boy? So let's go there. Let me show y'all this. I'm going to show y'all right now. Think about this, y'all. You got a W child kicked out by Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris mocked them. In the eyes of supremacy, that is, she went into the crowd, grabbed them, and threw them out. That is the ultimate violation. Yeah, so she been out here trying to get all in and snuggle up next to the dominant society. She goes home to Dougie. She thinks it's real cool. They don't accept you. Kamala, the dominant society does not accept you at all. And you've seen Ben Carson, who's been snuggling up next to them for years. He is a professional at being next to them people. This goes to show you absolutely positively the way they're doing it, y'all. Check this out right here. Here we go. Look at, they did an interview and statements they make, family, and all of the little dog whistles that they have in here. Watch this right here. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Let me go ahead and make that crystal clear, y'all. Yeah, absolutely. We got 1.5 thousand people in here. I need everybody to make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network right now. 1 second. Take your time, subscribe, because we ain't going nowhere, family. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, and research, especially commentary, YouTube. Fair use. Watch this right here, y'all. Watch the way that the religious community is on Kamala's bumper.
Grants. We don't accept or agree with her abortion policies, and that we believe that Jesus is Lord and that he has the final say in everything we do. And it's something we center our life around. So I guess we wanted her to know that.
Right.
Luke, Grant, I think you guys are two really brave boys. They don't call it the People's Republic of Madison for nothing. You guys went right into the lion's den, and you are brave and courteous, as I can see right here. And I just really admire you, and I just want you to know that I think your message is resonating.
Went into the lion's den, y'all. Listen to the words that they use. Listen to the supremacist dog whistles. Kamala, the dominant society, is mad at you.
And very wise young men. And you'll never get an apology from the Kamala Harris campaign, but I hope you get an apology from the university because you had every right to be there.
Thank you, guys.
Charlie, if I could say something before we go here. You know, this is extremely important for young Americans to understand. You know, if I could ask my young Americans in this country, what do you want your future to look like in this country? Do you want to have to struggle to pay for gas? Do you want to have to struggle to afford groceries on a daily basis? Do you want to even struggle to get your first mortgage on a house? Because that is the future you're going to get with Kamala Harris as president of the United States. A future with no morals, a future where people are exposed to evil on a daily basis. And
evil. Okay, family, we heard lion's den and evil. And then you seen Ben Carson say that's what's in her heart and she's not welcome here. Listen to the supremacist dog whistles.
You know, people are stripped of the very power they have as citizens of the United States. I implore first-time voters, make an educated choice, whether that be voting early, whether that be going, on day of the election. The future of this very country.
You guys need to run for office, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for being with us.
I wanted to say a
We're up
message.
against Luke. I'm sorry to cut you off, man. We have a hard break. It's going to hit in about 5 seconds. But
Understand.
Great to see you guys.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you
God
being
bless
with
you
us.
guys. Stay strong in Madison.
We reached out to Kamala Harris campaign for a statement. We did not hear back. I appreciate.
Damn. We reached out to Kamala and we ain't even hear back. There they go. Oh, yeah, family. Oh, you ain't rocking with that, family. That's going to be some real serious trouble. And that's why the Latinos were praying over Trump, because they're mad. Okay, so you got the dominant society mad at her for that religious gaffe that she made. Then you have the Latinos, they're mad because they want to be just like the dominant society. And then you even had black folks that popped out mad. Oh, it wasn't just the church folks, family, that were out there shucking and jiving. No. Family. You had a bunch of the same church folks. They were out there and they were on the same side with the dominant society. She made a big mistake, family, making enemies with the religious community. That was the worst thing that you could possibly do a few days out from the 2024 election. But she ended up doing it. Watch this right here, y'all. Check this out. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You had a bunch of black folks, and they was mad. Look at this. Here we go. Let's load this up right here.
So I'm the type of person that doesn't like conflict, doesn't like confusion, doesn't like to debate, argue, none of that type of stuff. I just kind of sit things out because I don't like to be part of that type of energy. But I just couldn't sit back on this. I mean, I've been wrestling with this. First of all, I do not like to be part of politics. I don't like to even, insert myself in things. I just, I kind of do things, behind the scenes because I've said some things out loud concerning the election to others, and everybody's not on the same page. Everybody don't think the same. So that's when conflict come about. That's the part I don't want to be part of. So I kind of just, listen around. But I just couldn't hold this. As a Christian, I couldn't shut up. I couldn't keep my mouth closed. I couldn't, because I am a child of God. And I'm going to speak what I need to speak, because if the Holy Spirit tells me to speak, I'm going to speak on his behalf. And I couldn't shut my mouth anymore. I just can't do it. And
she getting mad. Now you got the black Christians. It wasn't all the ones with Eddie Long and Jamal Brown. It looked like some of the black Christians is mad too, family.
It's just been eating at me. And then I don't care if I'm going to lose friends, family members. I don't care, because I live for God. I live for him. So as a Christian, when I see that at 1 Kamala Harris's rallies that someone said out loud in her rally that Jesus Christ is Lord, and the response she gave, she told that person that he was in the wrong rally. Basically, she told that person that they don't worship no Jesus.
Woo! You see what she was saying? I got to unpack what that woman was just about to go. She said, basically, Kamala don't worship. That's the narrative. Let's go there. Y'all know how the system works, y'all. Every community's mad at her. She done made a lot of ops in the religious community based on that situation. And family, what are they really saying? What Ben Carson said and what that lady was saying right there. They're saying that Kamala Harris does not worship and that she is a woman who does not believe in a higher power. That's what they're saying, y'all. And if you really look and you go on social media and you start reading the comments, I'm not even going to tell you the things they're saying. Let's just say there's words that start with a D and then the other word starts with an S and it's talking about the same entity. And they say that that's who Kamala supports. It is serious, y'all. They giving her that business. And it wasn't just the dominant society. Listen to what they're saying. They're saying about evil. They're saying evil. They're saying that's really what's in her heart. That's the lion's den. This is how she truly is. They are not going for it. J.D. Vance came out. And watch when J.D. Vance pops up. A lot of them folks they say was on the fence and they was independent voters. They done switched over now. Them independent voters, y'all, they are done. They're like, okay, that's all I needed. Let's be real. Karen, Ken, in the dominant society, they weren't voting for Kamala anyway. Now you add her having smoke in the religious communities mad at her? Nah, they don't want to go there. That's why she went to the black church. She had a problem with everybody else, so she ran to the black church. They said it. They were like, you really think it's a coincidence that in 2 days after she gets into it with the religious community, she ran to the black church? And then what you see, a lot of black folks ain't rocking with her for saying that. Check this out right here. J.D. Vance was doing a little rally and somebody in the crowd started yelling. You know that the dominant society's mad when they start yelling from the audience, y'all. That's when you know. This is the third time I seen them talking and somebody from the crowd yells, Jesus is Lord. Watch this.
I've got the easiest job in American politics, if you think about it. Because all Jesus is Lord, thank you, ma'am. Now I've got the easiest job in American politics, if you think about it. Because all Jesus is Lord, thank you, ma'am.
Look at that right there, y'all. Yep. Yeah, they're throwing that out there. That's becoming a rallying cry. So these are all the things that are contributing to why her numbers are so low. This is why, family. One thing on the Black Alpha Network, what we're going to do, we're going to break down this political season, and we're going to always break it down through the spectrum and the lenses of us because we control everything. We run the yard. But one thing we do on the Black Alpha Network exclusively, we want to talk about the whole American system, the whole political structure, and show you areas where she's failing and areas where she's getting exposed, all right? Outside of just your average everyday voter. This is why people ain't rocking with her at all. And you're starting to see it come out more and more and more. There was a young sister who came out, and she said some real good points about Kamala as well. We like to go to the streets, y'all. Check this out. Yeah, Kamala, you got some real serious smoke. Yeah, you got some religious enemies. Woo, good try. Watch what this sister says, family. She encapsulates everything that we're talking about.
I think that the reason a lot of the Kamala Harris supporters get so upset when they see anti-Kamala social media posts is because they know wholeheartedly that what you are saying is true, and they just refuse to admit the truth to themselves. See, I don't get upset when I go on social media and I see somebody bashing Trump. And for one, it's because I believe Trump is the better candidate, and I believe that he's going to win in November because I believe the American people are going to see that. And another reason I don't get upset too is because people have every right to bash him. He's running for office. And I also know that Donald Trump is a big boy. He can handle himself. But when it comes to Kamala Harris, people get so upset to the point where they're almost defensive, almost as if they feel like you have no right to talk about her. They don't mind you talking about Donald Trump and about how bad he is. But as soon as you mention her, people feel like they have to protect her and shield her as if she's a 5-year-old girl. I think the reason they're doing that is because they know she's incompetent. They know she can't hold her own. They know she is not cut out for the job, because if she was cut out for the job, she would be able to stand up and take everything that's thrown at her.
Woo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And the reason why she can't is because she ain't got nothing to stand on. She don't stand on principles, y'all. And when you don't stand on principle, you fall and you go all the way down. That's not the end, though, family. There's even more people out there. Look at it from every spectrum. Watch this one right here, family. This is this guy, and he's talking about how she ran to the church out there in Atlanta.
You visit black churches in Georgia. A day and a half after you kicked out 2 college students for shouting out, Christ is King, Jesus is Lord. And what were your words? You at the wrong rally. And why in these black churches was she not checked? Why was Kamala Harris not checked in these black churches? Not only for that incident, in regards to her handling it differently, but the policies she support that destroy the nuclear family. Not only the black community, but the brown community. Supporting AB, which is abortion. Why is nobody calling her out?
Look now, family, this is a Latino MAGA supporter, all right? You don't see them coming after the Latino MAGA supporter. Look at this right here. This is a Latino MAGA supporter, and he is mad at her. And it shows you again, family, there are more and more people that are not rocking with Kamala, and they are getting extra desperate. This is why, as we speak, y'all, Kamala Harris took today off. She sat at home.
Because she definitely ain't for God. She definitely ain't for the nuclear family. And she definitely ain't for our country. We've seen her bend over backwards and help everybody else and put the community on the back burner. Don't tell me it ain't happening. You got so many people in Chicago, Philadelphia, Baltimore, New York City, Denver, pissed off as hell because they voted for this administration only to get left behind. You see, when you don't stand up and speak out and call her out on her BS, then you're advocating for it. This is why they get away with the crap they get away with. And don't get mad at me for pointing out the blatant obvious.
You go tell him, Jorge. She done got Jorge mad. So we done got Karen, Ken, and Jorge and family. This right here is going to be the icing on the cake. Oh, I'm petty. This is Black Off Network, family. Oh, I love seeing all these other communities come after the Democratic establishment because we've been giving them that work every day. 365 days, the grassroots we've been putting in overtime. The Democrats are where they are right now because of us. But because of us, you're starting to see everybody like Jorge right there and Karen and Ken and the Jesus is Lord. Now everybody is saying what we're saying, and it's more cool to expose the Democrats because we was exposing them before that was the thing to do. So it's basically what it's always been in the world. FBA, they follow the leader. We in front, here come everybody else. Watch this right here. So you have the dominant society saying that she's not a supporter, saying all types of terrible names about her, which I don't care. Then you have Jorge mad. You've seen the Latinos praying for Trump. And watch this other community that she's been trying to get votes from. And they happen to be very heavy in a swing state called Michigan. Watch what this lady says about the lack of votes coming that way. And speaking of that, y'all, watch the way they also. Okay, Jorge's still talking. It's okay, Jorge. It's going to be all right. Jorge is still mad, y'all, and that's okay. Jorge, you get mad, and y'all don't vote for Kamala, because guess what? Me neither, Jorge. Never. Check this out right here, family, before we proceed. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Watch this. Luca community, she says, ain't rocking with Kamala.
Business sector in the Arab American community. And I was really surprised this week to get an earful to hear them say that they would much rather either vote a third party, not vote at all, or vote for Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, it's not obviously a significant sample size, but I cannot find one Arab American within my social circle in business or personally who have said that they will vote for Kamala Harris. When you look at the polling, it seems sort of neck and neck. What they are saying, and this is not a Donald Trump campaign line, that Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, who's a Lebanese businessman, has been successful in kind of converting and talking to people to explain why Trump would be better, even with a Muslim ban, even with everything else that has happened. They feel they do not have any political clout. They don't have any political operation. The only political power they have is their vote. American within my social circle in business or personally who have said that they will vote for Kamala Harris. When you look at the polling, it seems sort of neck and neck. What they are saying, and this is not a Donald Trump campaign line, that Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, who's a Lebanese businessman, has been successful in kind of converting and talking to people to explain why Trump would be better, even with a Muslim ban, even with everything else that has happened.
Even with the Muslim ban, even with everything he said he was going to do, he's getting a lot of votes from the Arabic community. Y'all seen this week when he went to McDonald's family. That's another thing. You're talking about a man they told us was so old. Okay, Donald Trump was just so old. That's what Kamala's line was. And by the way, wasn't it pretty disingenuous when the Democrats tell us that Donald Trump is old when they were literally trying to run a guy who doesn't even know where he's at right now? Joe Biden. Exactly. But look at it. Donald Trump was so old to the Democrats a week ago. But Donald Trump went and he said, okay, let me call you bluff. I'm going to go work at McDonald's. Because remember, Kamala said that she worked at McDonald's. And everybody said, where? She can't prove that she worked at McDonald's. Simple stuff, family. You lying about where you worked at as a teenager? This woman is not from Oakland. She is from Canada, all right? She's not black. She's everything other than. And then she came out and said, oh, by the way, I worked at McDonald's too. Family, even the dominant society is calling her out on her cosplaying. Think about that. The dominant society is calling her out on her not working at McDonald's. We've been telling everybody that she's not black. Where's she going to go now? We got 1.6 thousand people in here, family. We are heavy tonight, and I need everybody right now, this second, make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Make sure you subscribe. But check this out. Donald Trump ends up, he goes to McDonald's. And I want y'all to see who his first customer was. This is crazy. Look at this right here, y'all. Look who Donald Trump sees when he goes to McDonald's. The man went to McDonald's. What? I'm sorry. Trump funny to me. What a move was that? The man went to McDonald's and he said, I worked at McDonald's for 15 minutes. That's 15 minutes longer than Kamala Harris ever did. So Kamala, you got a McDonald's scandal too? Not to mention the plagiarism, not to mention the grandma, not to mention the Fema and a Jesus is Lord scandal. We're losing track of all the scandals. But watch who says they love Trump.
I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might come back and do it again. Thank you. Look at that.
Mr.
Look at that. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nice to see you.
You made it possible for.
Whoa, wait a minute. Is that Kamala Harris's people? Family, that looks like one of her cousins. That looks just like one of her cousins. Didn't we expose that, family? Maybe that is the uncle that everybody's been looking for. Maybe that is her uncle, fam. Maybe that's the missing link. Maybe that's the grandpa that we've been trying to see is. Oh, okay, now it makes sense, family. Now. So you mean to tell me the last lady was just saying that the Muslim community is going to support Donald Trump even with a Muslim ban. Now you're seeing this Indian guy, he's saying that he loves Donald Trump. Where Kamala Harris is coming over here trying to say she's us, but her real people say that they're MAGA. It's got to be a bad day. I see why she took today off. It's hell out here in these streets.
Ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not ordinary.
I mean, thank you so much.
You are not ordinary. I can see.
We pray for you, and you are the type of person we want to be the president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think of it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nice to see you.
You made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not ordinary.
I mean, thank you so much.
You are not ordinary. I can see.
We pray for you, and you are the type of person we want to be the president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think about it, I guess that's right.
Thank you.
Damn. That is the funniest thing I've seen all week, y'all. That is the funniest thing I've seen all week. And the McDonald's scandal got even worse than that, y'all. As if, we didn't think it could get any worse than that, right? You literally have a McDonald's scandal, all right? So you're lying about McDonald's. Family, has she ever told the truth? Let's go there, family. Kamala Harris has a McDonald's scandal, a grandma scandal, and a Fema scandal. Not to mention being the border czar and immigration. And that's not a scandal because everybody knows that she failed there. But you got a McDonald's scandal. You got to the point where you lied so bad and you're so used to lying that you lied about McDonald's. Can you lie about Wendy's? All right. Can you lie about damn Fatburger? You're supposed to be from California. You lied about McDonald's. It's a bad day when you do that, family. It is, matter of fact, it's a terrible day when you do that. And it's so bad, y'all, that McDonald's actually came out and released a damn statement. Yeah, McDonald's released a statement. You know it's bad when McDonald's done got involved in this damn election. McDonald's came out and they released this statement and they said we don't have no evidence of a Kamala Harris, a collard green Kamala, a cosplaying Kamala ever working at McDonald's, family. Never have. Earlier today, former President Trump visited McDonald's restaurant in Pennsylvania following a request made by our local franchise. As we've seen, our brand has been a fixture of conversation this election. While we are not sought in this, it's a testament to how McDonald's resonates with so many Americans. Though we are not a political brand, we've been proud to hear that President Trump's love for McDonald's and Vice President Harris' fond memories working under the arches. While we as our franchise don't have any records for all positions dating back to the 1980s, what makes 1 in 8 so powerful is that a shared experience so many Americans have had. They say we do not have no records of Kamala Harris, and we especially don't have any of the records going back to where she said that she worked. This is a statement by McDonald's telling the damn world that Kamala never worked there. It's a sad day, family, when McDonald's is calling you bluff. It's a sad day when Ronald McDonald said, I ain't never seen her before. So guess what? Same way ain't nobody ever seen her grandma. Ronald McDonald never seen her. How you getting G-checked by Ronald? You supposed to just go, get you a goddamn Big Mac and go home. She done said that she was working at McDonald's and Ronald, the hamburger, the damn fries, the milkshake, ain't nobody seen Kamala Harris working at none of these places that Kamala Harris says that she worked at. This is absolutely, positively the worst thing that can happen. And that's why she is on vacation today. That's why she took today off. That's why she said, I'm not showing my face again. I'm not coming out until the coast is clear. And it ain't ever going to be clear because we, and not just us apparently, everybody is calling you bluff. And that's a damn shame, family, because it was all good just a week ago. Speaking of it was all good just a week ago, you know the Democrats are very, very nervous because they've been calling out every Democratic shield they can find. We done seen them all have meltdowns and breakdowns and fall downs, all of that, right? What makes it worse, family, do y'all know they called up Andrew Hotel Gillum? They called up Andrew Hotel Gillum and Roland Martin. So the zest is all out there, right? Watch this right here, family. They done called them out and they said, let's us all have a nice, good conversation about what's really happening out here in these streets. Watch this, family. They start going through everything and you can see the nerves all in their face, y'all. Big time. But before we proceed, fair use, fair use, fair use. Teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use, YouTube. Watch this interview right here, family, and tell me, are they scared?
Journalist Roland Martin and former Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum. Thank you both so much for being with us this morning. Andrew, I want to start with you. More Black Americans voted in the 2020 election than any other.
Does Andrew Gillum talk for any Black person in here? This is a man outreach family. Andrew Hotel Gillum and Roland cheeks on my iPad Martin. Damn.
Other presidential elections since 2012. There's also been record early voting turnout. We just talked about, 82% of voters saying that of Black male voters saying that they would support Harris, but that's down from Biden in 2020. What efforts do you think are being made to encourage Black voters to get out and vote? Period.
Yeah. Thank you, Janae. Good to be with you, and always good to be with my brother, Roland. I'm here actually in my hotel room, about to check out here in Detroit.
Whoa. Did he just say in his hotel room? You back in the hotel room, Gillum? You ain't been invited to no news organizations to do any interviews, and you start off talking about the hotel room. Last time we saw you was in the hotel room. Last time we seen them people you were with was in the hotel room. Some bad things happened in the hotel room, and you didn't have a political career no more. Did he just start off by saying he is in his hotel room about to check out? Because the last time he checked in to a hotel room, his political career checked out of the system.
Always good to be with my brother, Roland. I'm here actually in my hotel room about to check out here in Detroit, where early voting began in the state of Michigan, in Detroit specifically on yesterday. And our podcast, Native Land Pod, hosted a conversation that included Black men at the centerfold, but largely focused on the issues that confront our community. What I love about what the Harris campaign has done up to this point is that they're not taking any constituency for granted. She has already checked many journalists by saying, look, you act as if I'm supposed to begin this race with the assumption that any particular voter is going to be with me. Her rollout of a Black agenda just a few weeks ago, I think was pivotal and important. I think she may be the only president or candidate for president who's ever run that's rolled out a Black agenda that speaks specifically to the concern.
No. First off, that's not a flex. Black folks been voting Democrat for 60 years, and he says that's the first time they've ever done something specific for us. Remember, Roland Martin said they can't do something specific for us. So he thinks it's a flex by saying, oh, this may be the first time they've ever done anything for their number one voter block. That's not helping get the Black vote. That's exposing every reason why we're canceling the Democratic plantation. And then second off, that wasn't even an actual Black male agenda. And she went right back and completely walked it back. So no, that wasn't anything of essence, homie. That was cheap. And you can try to spin it, but you can't.
That confront Black men in this country. And so I think she's doing what she is supposed to be doing. I expect there's always been about a 10% margin of Black men who have voted Republican. I think they'll hold in about that same range. But overwhelmingly, Black men are the largest group of supporters of Democratic Party nominees of any other group, save for Black women. And I think will prove to be the same this time around.
But, you know, Andrew, to your point about the rollout that she just had with a platform for Black voters, that just happened. And I mean, it's happened as there has been more of a focus on Black voters, specifically Black men. And as folks have come out and said that these candidates need to be talking specifically to these demographics. Roland, you spoke to Vice President Kamala Harris just last week in North Carolina, another one of those critical battleground states. Tell us about that conversation with her. And I saw you shaking your head at no regarding the agenda.
Yeah, the reason I was shaking my head, I participated in a dinner with the vice president in November last year. So
a dinner? Was it a dinner? Was it a dinner or was it a buffet? And did anybody else get anything? Question.
She's been actually talking to Black folks. She had 5 cities with the opportunity agenda. I was there with her. I was there covering her in Detroit, covering her in Atlanta. She was in Atlanta twice, Charlotte once. And so she's actually been doing this. Now, the campaign changed when Biden opted not to run and she became the nominee. That was late July. So the reality is she's actually been doing this for the last 10 months. Now, when you look at the plan that she rolled out, it spoke to specific things that folks want to talk about. But she's been laying out what they have been doing economically, health-wise, when it comes to all Americans, but especially.
No, homie. No, you see, you knew it was coming, y'all. You knew it was coming. He had to slide that in there. All Americans. Look how quick he breezes over all Americans. If it says all, then it's not for us.
What they have been doing economically, health-wise, when it comes to all Americans, but especially African Americans. And so I think a lot of people, because they haven't been paying attention and haven't been covering her, don't understand exactly what she has been doing.
Don't understand and haven't been covering her. You see again, family? You see? This guy is going to always be on that Democratic Party. He's always going to say that. The damn ship is sinking, and all he knows is to keep saying the same exact thing, y'all. He basically just came out and said the same thing always. It doesn't matter what you guys think. You just don't know any better. You see the difference, y'all? In this whole speech, he throws out there, Black folks, y'all just don't get it. You just don't understand. You don't see it. That's what we're talking about.
Over the last year.
Well, but then that plays into a lot of what the Trump campaign's talking points are, which is that she has been in office for so long. Why hasn't more been done? Why don't more people know about what she's done? And he is, he just had Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, former current football players out supporting him. Andrew, you said that about 10% of Black men vote Republican. Even a small erosion in that support in some of those key states could make a difference. So what is Trump doing that is speaking to some of those groups?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to the particulars, but I do know one thing for sure, and that is between these two candidates for president, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, only one of them has an agenda to confront the concerns that face Black men. Only one of them have been out there, not just in the...
But she never brings up immigration. And you guys always talk to her. Roland just had an interview, and they didn't even bring up immigration. So you're talking about the concerns of Black folks. Well, Black folks in the rest of the country say immigration is a big deal, and y'all don't bring up immigration. So quit acting like Kamala is some type of great politician and she's serving the needs of the Black community. Nobody believes you, and that clock is ticking. You got about 13 days.
The campaign cycle, but year over year through their public service, trying to mitigate the issues that disproportionately, frankly, set Black men up for greater levels of incarceration, less access to healthcare. The Republican agenda, at least as I've heard it here in Detroit, because I asked some of the folks here in Detroit, I said, what's going on? What's up with some of the local Black celebrities who have been endorsing Donald Trump? Well, one responded, there have always been useful idiots in every community. And the second was, I believe that some of them getting paid. My point is this: they are not like us. We assume that when we see Black celebrities.
Oh, stop it. No, that's enough. That's enough. Gillum, go back to the hotel room. Have a good time. Did y'all just sit there and see him say they not like us? Y'all see that? And remember, family, Van Jones was running around here talking about standing on business. These folks are cosplaying all day long. These folks is babbling, and there's nothing they're doing that's holding weight. I can't believe folks used to literally let that stuff fester. Never that. We are seeing all the way through that, fam. That ain't going nowhere. If you don't get Andrew Hotel Gillum out of here, going back to the Days Inn, okay, and have fun with Bob or whoever you with up in there, because that ain't the time, homie. That is not the time, and ain't nobody falling for the game. Nope. And in the meantime, in between time, we need to go ahead and talk about Gillum, because this is the guy, this guy right here, y'all. This is the guy that's talking about Black folks. And I want y'all to notice, they didn't say anything of substance about what went on with Black people. They tried to scheme and scam over every single failure from Kamala Harris. They didn't bring up nothing about politics in general. They didn't say anything specifically about us. They didn't make no type of commentary based on her failures, because the Democratic Shield is only here to lie to you. They're only here to tell you it's bad for everybody else. It's good for you. The lies of the Democratic Shield are over. The Democratic Shields, they hear that clock ticking, all right? And they know that they're about to go out of business, and they see that they can just say anything. We sat back and we watched the Democratic Shield speak for hours. None of them made any points. No points were made from any of them because they don't have any. Only thing the Democrats are here to do is they're there to pipe up the Democratic plantation, and they're there to lie. They are there to lie and to scam Black people. They're there to tell Black folks that it's all good and to slowly walk you back. They got one job, and they're failing at that. Do you see the nerves, though, family? Did you see how nervous it is? Roland Martin is jumping all over the place, and he can't really come up with a good answer because there ain't one. He's nervous. He already is unemployed. He's going to be super unemployed. Gillum didn't even know what he was talking about. He's talking about his hotel room. He's talking about they not like us. Yeah, we're not like you, Gillum, okay? We don't go into the hotels and then never check out. That's just what we don't do, all right? So you see there's a level of uncertainty that's going on in the Democratic establishment, and they know absolutely, positively, the days are numbered, and the days are getting closer. It's getting late real early, y'all. It's getting late real early, y'all. And the fact that it's getting late early, it lets you know that their clock is ticking and they are running out of time, y'all. They are absolutely, positively running out of time. And they're afraid. Matter of fact, they're so afraid. Did you see Al Sharpton running around here talking about if Donald Trump is president, he may go to jail? Al Sharpton literally says that he is on a list, and on this list, if Donald Trump becomes president, then he's going to go to jail. Watch this right here, y'all. Watch this. Al Sharpton, literally, we talk about they scared now. We talk about them being afraid. I'm going to show you that they're afraid in more ways than one. Al Sharpton said, if Donald Trump becomes president, then he is going to go to jail because he's on a Trump list. Watch this. Fair use.
You know, I talk, as we all talk to a lot of people who vote for Trump, and I say to them, and I still can't figure out, do they not believe it or do they not care? Do they not understand that our freedom is on the line? Do they not get that, or do they just not care? Do they take freedom for granted at this point? You know, when you hear a Mark Milley, a man who has served his country, a great man, Joint Chiefs of Staff, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, literally say, who's been in the room with him and say, he is a fascist to the core. He is a danger to America. Do they think he's making that up? Do they just so care about their 3% tax cut? What is it? And I challenge people, and I say, you do understand that he will turn on this country, and he will turn us into Hungary. Do you not understand the freedoms that started, as you brought it up? It started with Roe v. Wade. It will continue. It will continue by putting his enemies in jail. It will continue on having unfree media. Are there people around this table that are really worried? Rev, are you worried going forward that you're on a list if Donald Trump is elected? Yes or no?
I'm convinced I'll be on the list.
I am too.
I don't know how we're not going to be.
And think about that. This is America.
Hey, he's scared. He's scared. I told you they scared, y'all. I told you. Al Sharpton says that he's afraid he's going to go to jail if Trump is elected. No. You're afraid that if Trump is elected, the Democratic plantation is going down and you are not getting any more butter biscuits. This ain't got nothing to do with jail. It got everything to do with your butter biscuit supply running dry. That's really what it is, family. Oh, they're scared. That's the same look Marcus Lemoyce had. It's the same look Jamal Bryant had, Roland Martin had, Andrew Hotel Gillum had, and that's the we are about to get evicted and we don't know where we're going to live. No other plantation wants us, so we are going to be out in the cold and the winter's coming.
Elected, yes or no?
I'm convinced I'll be on the list.
I am too.
I don't know how we're not going to be.
And think about that. This is America. This is the United States of America, and people in the media, like the Rev, have to be concerned that they may be on a list.
And the Democratic shills have to be concerned that they are no longer going to be able to trick black folks because this new generation of black folks done ran them out the paint. Speaking of that, y'all, did y'all see, I'm sorry, Jimmy Carter's from Georgia, but y'all, did y'all see the way they rolled out Jimmy Carter? I got to keep that picture right there. Did y'all see they rolled out Jimmy Carter? Yeah, I know, right? Yep. Hey, Al Sharpton, hold on. No. Let me see y'all real quick. We're not coming to save you, homie. We're not coming to save you. Okay, so when that tool gets broken, family, they're going to break every single tool from the Democratic establishment. The Democrats are going to spin the block on their own Democratic shields. Then the Republicans are going to spin the block on the Democratic shields. Come November 6th, the worst person in the world to be is going to be a Democratic shield. They're not going to have a plantation to go to. They're not going to have a job to go to. They're not going to have a population that they can trick no more. They are literally rendered useless when black folks do not vote. Democrats lose elections and Democratic shields lose employment. That's what it's going to be. And come November 6th, family, they are going to be out of business. You see them sweating right now. They scared, they hurt, they wobbling, they nervous, they don't know what's going on. Every time you look at a Democratic shield, all you see is someone who don't know what tomorrow holds. I know what tomorrow holds. It holds foundational black Americans making you hold your own nuts. Let's go. Check this out, family. Did y'all see that they literally rolled out Jimmy Carter? Why they doing this?
If Jimmy Carter can vote early.
Family, if what they did to Joe Biden wasn't already elder abuse, why they do this to Jimmy Carter? Do not tell me that Jimmy Carter, in that condition, went and voted. Jimmy Carter's from Georgia, peanut farmer. Much respect to Jimmy Carter, y'all. But damn, the Democrats are out here desperate as hell. Exactly, y'all. Why they, yeah, I see y'all in the chat. Why they do that? That is absolutely sad. Family, this is why the Democrats are so low. They will go all the way to this point, family, for a few votes. And family, look who's like next to him. Look who's right there, y'all. Look who's holding them. You see, family, they got the brother out there. And I don't know, I might have to hit the tether alert. Look at this right here, y'all. Really? And then she came out there and literally said that, y'all, and thought that was a flex. Watch this, y'all.
So look, if Jimmy Carter can vote early, you can too.
Jimmy Carter can't walk. What are you talking about? You're right. Is he even there? Like, let's be real. Absolutely. Jimmy Carter, you're absolutely right. 3,037-year-old Jimmy Carter, and y'all gonna do that to that man? If he votes, we can't too. You're using a man who's not even there. You already used Joe Biden long enough. You're using a guy who is completely crippled, and you're trying to tell us that this man can go vote, so should we? This is the lowest of family. This is low. This is low. I didn't think the Democrats could get any lower than this. This is an embarrassment to Americans. This is embarrassment to the political system. This is embarrassment to all the elders. You know damn well she's not like us, because we would never do that to one of our elders. Family, let's go there. We would never disrespect our elders like that. That is ultra disrespectful to any elder. That is absolute elderly abuse, family. Come on.
Two.
She laughed.
So look, if Jimmy Carter can vote early, you can too.
Look, family. Oh, y'all know how I do. Can somebody screenshot that from? I'm sorry for always asking for the screenshots, man. I can't do it live. Please, family, I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to post this and send it out on the Black Alpha Network Twitter. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe or follow me. You know what I'm saying? We got about 50,000 subscribers over there. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe or follow the Black Alpha Network. I'm going to post that right there and I'm going to say, this is the lowest moment of politics. She is smiling, pointing. Let me make that. Can I make that bigger? Damn, they done made it smaller. Look at that, y'all. She's smiling while this man is literally completely gone. That shows you how despicable these people can be. But that's the Democrats for you, y'all. That's the Democrats for you right there in a nutshell, family. They don't care. These people don't care. They ain't got no type of decorum, y'all. They done did that to Jimmy Carter, y'all. Ain't that a damn shame? Jimmy Carter, salute to you, man. Salute to you, Jimmy. You don't deserve that. I'm going to be honest with you. Jimmy Carter, you do not deserve that right there. So I'm not even going to go ahead and say nothing out of line, y'all. You don't deserve that, homie. You are too old for that. You need to be back in Georgia on the peanut farm where you can spend the rest of your days. But damn, that's a shame. But wait, we're used to the Democrats doing that, right? Aren't we used to the Democrats kind of trying to use that hustle, y'all? Because they were out there pushing out Joe Biden family. Y'all know we done showed everything, all the Joe Biden bloopers, him falling upstairs, falling down, relieving himself. But there's a thing that's coming. And when we talk about getting broken, family, all hell is going to break loose in this country the day after the election. The Democrats are in a position, things can go very sour, okay? What you're seeing, and a lot of people have been talking about it, is that there's a little conflict going on in the Democratic Party. A lot of people in the Democratic Party, they don't like Kamala. One of the main people who don't like Kamala is Joe Biden. And we've been talking about how what's going to happen after this election, family, it's not just going to be the Democratic tools that get broken. Kamala Harris is going to get broken as well. Yeah. You see already, y'all, the Democrats have already been playing her against us while they've been playing themselves against her. The Al Smith dinner, all the Catholics got together and said, we not rocking her. Y'all remember? Donald Trump and Chuck Schumer, they were hugging. They were friends. Y'all know that attorney general lady that was putting the charges on Donald Trump? Family, there's a picture of her clapping when Donald Trump went and he actually gave his speech. I'm not lying. At the Al Smith dinner, that DA lady, I forget her name, y'all. If y'all remember her name, what's her name? I forget it. The one up there in New York, you got Alvin Bragg, and then you got the lady, and she was putting the charges on Trump. Y'all know she was at that Al Smith dinner, right? And she was clapping for Donald Trump. Yes, she was. Because she's doing what Ben Carson was doing. Family, I'm telling you, all of these sellouts, they're jumping ship immediately. All the sellouts, family, I put it on everything. All the sellouts are doing this right here. That right there, y'all, I'm telling you, these people ain't got no type of decorum. There you go. Her. Yes. These people ain't got no decorum, y'all. No, no, no. When you're dealing with these people, they will sell out other sellouts quicker than they sell us out. Let me say that one more time. They will sell out other sellouts before they sell us out. They're jumping ship. You seen immediately, family. I ain't seen Ben Carson in the longest time. Ben Carson pops up, and Ben Carson's out there saying, Kamala don't love the Lord. Y'all get her. I do's. I'm not like her. Ben Carson was letting the dominant society know that he's not like Kamala. Because the first thing the dominant society does when one person acts up, they start looking at their homegrown sellout. And they say, you're not going to do what she did you? He said, nuh-uh, I loves you, boss. I loves you, master. And I would never say Jesus wasn't Lord. Why you think Ben Carson came out of hiding and immediately ran to a microphone? Ain't seen him in years. And he says, y'all go get Kamala. Because he's trying to protect his spot. Stephen A. Smith has been doing that. Stephen A. Smith has been trying to protect his spot. You're seeing all these sellouts turn on each other right now. The Democrat ones and the Republican ones. They understand there's about to be a switch up. You see this every 4 years in the election process that the dominant society does a cleaning house. See, black folks start thinking that they're a part of this system. The election makes black folks think that they're actually W's, all right? Because the only time they can really get next to the dominant society is when they start doing some Democratic shilling or some Republican shilling. The Republican shills, they know no matter what they do, they're only there to carry the water for the Republicans. The Democratic shills, they start thinking that they're actually W's, all right? This is why Roland and them start talking reckless, and I'm telling you, the Republican W and the Democrat W, they are supremacist family. They are supremacist relatives. After all the dust settles and all the smoke clears, the Republican, the Democrat, the liberal, and the conservative, they gonna shake hands and they said, we had a nice little battle, didn't we? Yep. You still don't like the blacks? Nope. Me neither. Let's come down on them. If you don't believe me, go and look at the Civil War. That's the same thing that happened on the Civil War. Man, we kicking it tonight, y'all. Let's kick some real game. Let's chop up some good game, y'all. Let's chop it up. Go back and look at the Civil War. You had the Union and you had the Confederacy. They were going at it. We had a war where the worst of enemies did atrocities to each other. But what happened? Why black folks never got 40 acres and a mule? Why? Okay, if you ask Kamala, it's 10 acres and a donkey. Okay, but why that happened, y'all? The reason why is because absolutely first cousins. You right, good one. They're first cousins, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, every damn thing. The whole family tree. Black folks start thinking, damn, that Democrat said he don't like that Republican. Let me go pick a side. That Republican said he don't like that Democrat. I just seen an ad where they were fighting each other. Don't get to thinking Mayo and Miracle Whip really don't get along. That's just a battle between who's going to control the world. All an election is a battle between the dominant society on which version of supremacy is going to reign supreme. It has nothing to do with black folks being on a team, being on a plantation, picking a side. No, it does not at all. And these shills get to thinking, yeah, dude, man, I'm going to pick this side. And they remember that you wasn't rocking with their brother. It's like when you see two W's fighting each other, family, and you pick a side, they're going to team up on you, all right? And they should, because you're not them. You're not a part of their family. So after the Civil War, what ended up happening? The North and the South made a deal. They said, the North said, I know I use your black slaves against you. I know I help these black folks, but we're going to leave them at bay. We're going to leave them at bay. I remember one time, Killer Mike, he said the best time ever for black people was after the Civil War. No, it wasn't. You want to know why, family? I'm going to tell you why it wasn't. After the Civil War, there were a lot of black folks, especially down south. And the dominant society was from the South. The Confederates were going to come after them. Because think about it. You're a slave in the South. You defect from the Confederacy and you go to the Union. The Union uses you for the war, wins the war, and then leaves you hanging. So they're not there to protect you. So a lot of black folks in the South after the Civil War, all of those Confederate people was like, you was my slave a year ago and you left me to go to the North. And then you can't run back to the North now and say, hey, can you help us out? The North said, we don't want you. We only use you for the war. You on your own now. And them black folks was left stranded. That's why a lot of people don't really know there was shadow slavery. And I'm not just talking about open air. There was shadow slavery. Slavery did not end in the 1860s, family. You got folks that were down south that were still on plantations. Who was going to come down here and regulate that? You think the Union was going to bring people all the way down and say, let them slaves go? No, because the Union and the Confederates made a deal after the Civil War. And they said, do what you want with them blacks. We already used them to win. The North traded on the black folks quickly. Absolutely. They got completely out of them. They said, we use them for whatever. And that's exactly what they do politically. The Democrats use you for your vote. And then after the vote, the Democrats and the Republicans, they shake hands the same way the Union and the Confederacy did. Don't let nobody tell you differently. No. Absolutely. Lynching started afterwards. A lot of folks think that went on during slavery. No, it didn't. No. And then what ended up actually hurting a lot of the folks that were down south is because, first off, now all of those Confederates, they got a lot of animosity because they feel that their slaves turned on them. They said, my slave turned on me and went and fought a war against me. Okay? Take our good brother Robert Smalls. Okay? What ended up happening? He actually ended up leaving the Confederacy. He ended up going to the north. He came back down here and he built. That worked for him. But there were a lot of folks that they had nowhere to go. They were stuck and it was over with. Some ended up coming up in the game and then a lot of them didn't. And it was all based on the discretion of how does that slave plantation master feel? That's how it was. So this is why a lot of black folks after the Civil War, they don't really talk. They'll tell you about the ones who came and were successful. They'll talk about the things that we did, how we built a lot of things, in which we did. But they'll never talk about how the North completely stabbed them in the back. And then a lot of the Confederate people round them back up and put them back on the plantation. Family, when you come down to the deep South, a lot of you guys are from the South. We all from the South originally. You go to some of these plantations, family, and they got black folks that were still on the plantation all the way until the 1900s, fam. I seen a story about folks being on the plantation until the 1960s, y'all. To the 1960s. I mean, think about it. If you're in Huntsville, Alabama, or you're in Gulfport, Mississippi, you're in the deep, deep South in the 1800s, who is going to stop the Confederates from keeping you in slavery? Slavery stopped in the 1860s. Who stopped it? Did the Confederates just say, all right, we stopped, we'll give it up, we're done, y'all? Yep, the Devil's Punch Bowl. Absolutely. That was Union folks who did that. That was Union folks. Everybody thinks that was the Confederacy. The Devil's Punch Bowl. No. The Devil's Punch Bowl, that were Union people who did that to the black slaves. So the Union is like the Democrats. It's exactly the same thing. The Union is the Democrats and the Confederacy are the Republicans. And they cut the same deal after every election that they're going to cut after this one. And they're going to spin the block on every single black person that they feel sold them out. And that is going to be the Marcus Lemoyce and everybody. That's why that New York lady, she was standing up clapping because she's already seeing the paint on the wall. She's saying, it looks like Trump's going to win. Trump is about to be in office. I need to go ahead and get on his good side. That's why Al Sharpton saying, I'm going to be on the list, family. The Democratic shields are not just afraid, they're petrified, okay? You got fear, then you got petrified. They are afraid. Every single thing that they work for, they know the dominant society about to put a lashing on them. Oh, it's coming. It's coming, family. It's absolutely coming, y'all. So this is what we're talking about. Yeah. And the Devil's Punch Bowl, those weren't slaves, but those are in the eyes of supremacy, they were. Okay. That's what it were. They were folks that were fighting with the Union and the Union turned on. They were soldiers. But in the eyes of the Union, you're not doing what you did to them if you didn't still see them as a slave. That's what it is. Hell, they still see us as slaves today. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. The only way you get them not to see you as a slave if you're like us, certified, you G-check. They don't pull that on us. You notice that? They spin the block on all of the shields. They don't do that on us, okay? Because we represent and we regulate, family. So this is why we've been really holding it down and letting them know it is going to happen. Never fall for it, fam. Y'all know absolutely. Y'all have all heard the stories how the Union came down with the Confederacy. They had a meeting, back door, and they said, y'all do what you do. That's why do you think when it comes to Reconstruction, right? Reconstruction, everybody thought the North was going to reconstruct the South, all right? The North did not reconstruct the South because they said, you guys can have it. Just don't make the mistakes that you guys did in terms of making all that money with slavery during the things that got us to the war, and we'll be fine. And they said, you can do as you please to all the black folks. We don't want them. And they said, all right, cool. That's it. All right, cool. That's it. Fine. Straight up. So Reconstruction wasn't something that failed. Reconstruction was something that they agreed upon. They just weren't going to do. They were like, no, it's cool. North said, tell you what, war over. We're supremacist relatives. You go on back up to your little plantation down here, and we're going to go back up to the North. Do as you want to the slaves. Just don't do that thing again. Boom. That's it right there, family. So that's exactly what ended up happening. However, when we talk about people who are going to get broken after this, family, I'm going to tell you right now, Kamala Harris is going to be on that same list with Marcus Lemoyce. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kamala gonna be on that same exact list, y'all. Yeah. Oh, I had to get my master teacher on real quick. But I'm telling y'all, they are going to blame Kamala for the failures of Joe Biden and the failures of the black vote. You do not see black folks doing what we're doing right now, and the Democrats don't find a scapegoat. They're going to find the scapegoat when it comes to all the shields, right? But that's light work. That's light work. They're not really worried about rolling them. They're just going to give them their pink slip, say, we're not paying you guys. You guys get out of here. However, with Kamala, they're going to say, well, you know, the reason why we lost is Kamala was a terrible candidate. The reason why we lost is Kamala didn't resonate with the people. She wasn't a good person. We don't like Kamala. They're not going to accept this L without having a scapegoat. No, the Democrats have had a lockhold on the black vote for 60 years. And this is the first election where they don't. Somebody going to have to pay for that. Heads going to have to roll for that one. And I'm telling you right now, Kamala is about to get broken. Yes, indeed. So you're going to have the buck breaking, and then you're going to have the cosplayer getting broken too. Trust me. Watch this. Watch it. And how do you know? They're already doing it, y'all. Y'all been noticing this little romanticizing about Joe Biden again? Y'all been noticing that, right? You notice how they've been talking good about Joe Biden? I just watched Bill Maher's show, which is in California, and in Bill Maher's show, they were talking good about Joe Biden. And this is super liberal. And they were saying, well, maybe it's not Joe Biden. Maybe it's really just Kamala. Maybe we should have never picked her. That's what's going to happen. They're going to tell everybody that it's Kamala Harris's fault why black people quit voting for the Democrats. It's Kamala Harris's fault for kicking out Joe Biden. Ever since Joe stepped down, or really was kicked out, you're starting to see them change his history. You notice when they talk about immigration, they blame Kamala, right? She's to blame, but Joe Biden was the president. Notice when they talk about inflation, they don't talk about Joe, they talk about Kamala. You're slowly seeing Joe Biden not get blamed for the last 4 years, and you're especially seeing Kamala Harris. They're already putting in the paint. The W guy will not be blamed. This whoever she is woman, she will get blamed. And they're spinning it already on her. Watch this right here, family. This proves the point that Kamala Harris, you can put her on that list of people who are being G-checked and are officially about to get their wake-up call. The wake-up call is coming for Kamala. Watch this, family.
Having some serious buyer's remorse. First, they tried selling us.
By the way, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, research, and commentary. Fair use. Watch this, y'all. They're already talking about buyer's remorse.
Democrats are having some serious buyer's remorse. First, they tried selling us on Joe Biden being the greatest president since FDR. Then they sold him out for pennies on the dollar. With the change they got from selling Biden for scrap, they picked up Kamala. She was a fixer-upper. They poured hundreds of millions into her. Still nothing. At a funeral last week, Biden was caught whispering to Obama that Kamala isn't as strong as he is. Obama responded, I know. That's according to a lip reader.
Look at right there. Look at that. Look at Obama. Obama's doing exactly what I said, family. The sellouts are going to turn on the other sellouts, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Because Obama knows that he is going to be held responsible. So he doesn't want that smoke because they're going to say, well, Obama, you were supposed to come and be the Negro whisperer and get the black folks back on the plantation. And he going to say, Kamala did it. It's her fault. Obama doesn't want any of the blame for all that little stunt he pulled trying to shame us. And he's going to put that on Kamala. This is all coming downhill on Kamala, y'all. It is about to be terrible season for Kamala if she loses this election.
Obama was the architect of the Biden coup, along with Nancy. Now, he's having second thoughts. But you can't pull off 2 coups in 3 months. So the Obamas, both of them, doubling down on their bad investment, campaigning for Kamala in major swing states. Obama really isn't the surrogate he used to be, though. He blew it when he called black guys sexist traitors for backing Trump. And now he's telling voters he gets why they want to change from the Biden-Harris White House.
So I get why people are looking to shake things up. It's understandable. I understand it. What I cannot understand is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you. Because there's absolutely no evidence that this man thinks about anybody but himself.
Well, the evidence was 4 years, and he did think about you. Trump's the biggest disruptor in Washington. All he does is shake things up. And when the country's on the wrong track, like now, that's what you need. Harris can't even tell us what she'll do differently than the Biden-Harris administration.
President Biden said this week that every president has to cut their own path. What is one policy that you would have done differently over these last 3.5 years than President Biden?
I mean, to be very candid with you, even including Mike Pence, vice presidents are not critical of their presidents. I think that really actually, in terms of the tradition of it and also just going forward, it does not make for a productive and important.
Look how they blaming her, y'all. Look, watch how it's happening. Nobody's talking about Joe no more. Nobody's talking about Joe. Everybody's sitting there and they talking about her now. She gonna have to wear this L, and we ain't saving you.
Important relationship.
So still nothing? Kamala's a traditional gal. She'll overthrow the president, but won't say Bidenomics isn't working. That's a step too far. She called Joe racist. Now she can't even call him a big spender. They're not friends.
Look how he's defending Joe. I told you, they gonna get on supremacist family code.
NBC reports Kamala and Biden won't even campaign together. Don't expect to see them in the same room until long after the election. Kamala would throw Biden under the bus in a heartbeat if she had any ideas of her own, but she doesn't. So she has to plagiarize the plagiarist. But just like Biden, Kamala's polls not looking so hot. The blue wall's crumbling and Democrat benchwarmers can't explain it.
Look at the polls. I mean, just a couple of elections ago, this blue wall was almost guaranteed for Democrats. I know you've seen enthusiasm. I know you're working hard, but the polls really aren't showing. Who did the Democrats lose over these years?
I think if you even go back 8 years, all three of our states went for Donald Trump. And then all three of us were elected and reelected.
Donald Trump's message is getting through. Kamala Harris's message, since she is tied in with the Biden administration, even if things are improving, they're still blaming her for that.
Look, Martha, respectfully,
they're still blaming her for that. The blame is on her, y'all. The blame is on her, and she knows it's coming, y'all. That's why she's at home. She's at home right now, I'm telling you, because she's out there trying to get it together because she sees it is not looking good. There's always another element beyond what's on television. There's always an element of what's really going on, and what's really going on, y'all, is that she sees that the L is coming. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be bad for Kamala. Let Kamala lose in the next 2 weeks, family. It's going to be bad. She's going to be looked at as one of the worst presidential candidates of all time. I've already seen them say that. Family, the election ain't even here yet. And they already saying this is the worst Democratic presidential candidate ever. That's what they're saying about her, y'all. Because she is going to be the poster child, the fall girl for why black folks left the Democratic plantation, not knowing she's just the person on the front, because we give the smoke to anybody. It don't matter if it's Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, everybody is getting that smoke because it's just time, because we're not dealing with the whole party. But they're not going to see it that way. They're going to say, Kamala, you got to come on in. The same phone call they're going to make to come to Zaddy's principal's office is the same call that they're going to make to Kamala that they make to the Shields. And speaking of that, this was that chick in New York. This was her right there. Look at her over here, y'all. She was at that dinner. Look at her over there. She nervous too. She nervous too, y'all. You see her over there? She knows. Oh, we got some close-ups of her. Watch this, y'all. Y'all look at this. We got some close-ups of her. She's very, very afraid right now. Look at her. You see? She had to go there and sit right there in the back while Donald Trump is right over there. Watch this.
For the fundraising of the church, but a record year for all of us to celebrate what it meant to be here. That was incredible.
Who Donald Trump sitting next to and who she sitting next to. Look how they got her in the back. We showed this last week. Donald Trump was sitting here talking to this guy the whole time, to the priest. They were having some real conversations. And this right here, in my opinion, we'll see if there's some finessing or some funny style stuff that goes on. This right here, family, told you everything you needed to know about this election. This was the dominant society getting on code. This was a dominant society kind of coming to grips that they weren't going to rock with the cosplayer and they were selecting their supremacist brother Trump. This is what this was, family. There were a lot of undertones to this dinner, and Kamala didn't show up. Kamala knew that she couldn't go there because the decision is made at places like this, y'all. But look at her in the back. Look at her in the back, y'all. She's absolutely sitting by herself. Nobody's even looking at her, and she looks defeated. Because the guy that you thought you was going to do all that Democratic bidding for
the fundraising,
he looks like he beat all those charges In the same way that supremacists sold out the North, the slaves that went to the North, same way they're going to sell you out.
The church, but a record year for all of us to celebrate what it meant to be here. That
She's
was
the only black
incredible.
person there.
But what is also special is that this is being.
Looking at her again. Look at her again, y'all. She up there all by her lonely, all by yourself. All by
The
yourself.
wealth, the allegations. I mean, wow. And don't feel bad if you don't have any allegations yet, okay? Which reminds me, Letitia James is here. She had a great year. She's just back there watching all of you.
Look how they clowning her. They clowning her, y'all. Look at this lady right here, the other black person in the front. Look how hard she laughing. They laughing at her, y'all. Look how hard that lady's laughing. That joke wasn't even funny like that. Look how hard she's laughing. They are out there completely throwing her under the bus. Everybody there is joking at her. And they making it sound like it's some kind of funny stuff. No. They letting her know off top, y'all. Yeah. You thought you was going to do the bidding for the other side. But you're going to have to pay the piper. Because we done came to the conclusion that we going with Donald Trump. Look at that. Didn't I tell y'all that the sellouts will sell out the other sellouts quick as fast? That lady right there is doing the same exact thing that Holland and them are going to do. They're going to say, it's not me. I wouldn't do that. She doing what Ben Carson did. Everybody here is laughing. Look how hard she's laughing. This lady has talked all of that stuff about Donald Trump. She tried to put Donald Trump in jail so she can carry out the bidding to stop him from running for president again, because that's what that was about. And now this man not only is there at the polls, Kamala that you did that for decided not even to show up. And Trump is here and all of these folks is laughing at you. Family, that is a gathering of supremacy. Anytime you ever see a supremacist or you have some type of debate with them and they be like, what you mean? We don't sit down and have conversations about oppressing y'all. They do it at places like this right here.
Because this room is undeniably impressive. It really is. The prestige, the wealth, the allegations. I mean, wow. And don't feel bad if you don't have any allegations yet, okay? Which reminds me, Letitia James is here. She had a great year. She's just back there watching all of you. She's watching.
Focus on Trump. Notice Trump's not laughing. Notice Trump's not laughing, y'all. Look at Trump. Trump is not laughing. Family, if a picture said 1,000 words, you know what Trump thinking. Trump's thinking, yep, day one. I can't wait till November 6th. I'm going to sign 100 different executive orders, and every single one of them going to have you in it. I said it years ago. Her, Alvin Bragg are about to get them tools broken. We're going to get on Eric Adams here in a second.
She's watching.
Trump's not laughing.
By the way, can I point out that this is a very nimble, because this room is
Yep. See what it is? During election season, these people think that they're going to pick one supremacist over the other supremacist, and they forget that the supremacist loves the other supremacist. Okay, one more time. They try to pick one supremacist over the other supremacist, but they don't realize both supremacists love supremacy. And it's going to come down. Alvin Bragg, tool about to get broken. That chick right there, tool about to get broken. Y'all see what's going on right now with Fonnie Willis. Y'all see what's going on with her. There's so many scandals coming out with her. You don't even hear that no more. All that was a failure. Trump beat all of those cases, y'all, and is leading in the polls. All them folks about to get completely broke down. You already see what's going on with Eric Adams. All of those black folks that were doing all of the dirty work, because the dominant society loves having you do the dirty work so they can keep their hands clean. And they had their hands raised and said, I'll do the dirty work. Okay, it's all about to come back down on them, family. Yes, and we are going to watch that all unfold. I'm telling you. Don't be surprised if she's in jail here in a few years. Don't be surprised, y'all. Don't be surprised if she's in jail, Alvin Bragg's in jail, and we already know that Eric Adams is fixing to go to jail, so it's nothing new here. This is nothing new. They're all about to go to jail. Don't, family, I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised if all of them end up in jail. Every last one of them is going to go to jail. Eric Adams is literally on his way to jail because he thought he was going to do some dirty work. And then it turned on him. See, Eric Adams tried to get off of that train at the last minute, though, right? Eric Adams, he was carrying all the weight and doing all the dirty work for the dominant society. And at the last minute, he tried to turn on the dominant society. They said it don't work that way. You going to jail. His whole staff going to jail. Yep. Then you see this woman right here. She in the back doing this. She hiding. Ain't she don't really want to be seen because she know that guy sitting over here to her left in the second row, he going to get elected and then some things will come down. Family, it's going to be amazing. The next 2 years, especially the next 6 months, there is going to be a complete shift in a lot of things that goes on in America. You're talking about the big dogs, the highest level, politically, socially. You're talking about the whole system, all of these tactics and stuff they've been playing. It is about to get crazy. It's already been crazy. And we've been on the front line the whole time. My whole certifies, all of you guys, we've been on the front line the whole time, breaking down everything as it unfolds right here on the Black Alpha Network. And we're going to continue to break down everything as it unfolds as we move forward. But family, if you think before it was crazy, this summer with all the things that happened and all that, oh, the next 6 is going to make this summer look like candles on a birthday cake. Y'all know the tethers are turning on each other too? You know what I'm saying? The tethers are turning on each other too, y'all. Yeah. Let me show y'all something. Look at this right here. Do you know the tethers are calling ICE on other tethers? I'm not lying, y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. Family, if we sitting here talking about who's scared, you cannot leave out this other group right here, and they're super scared as well. And they wouldn't be scared if we didn't have something like this. Watch this, y'all.
Those fabricated story to the asylum officers, and now you get your 10 years green card or whatever document you have, and you are planning to travel to Nigeria, knowing fully well that as an asylum status that you have, you cannot travel to Nigeria based on the story you told, that if you go to Nigeria, you might be killed or something bad would happen to you or your children. And this is why you were granted asylum to remain in the United States. But now you are planning to go to Nigeria by thinking you are smart. You want to travel to Ghana. From there, you will now enter Nigeria and come back. I want to update you. The Federal Immigration of the United States are fully aware of these tricks. They have know all your secrets, all the way Nigerians used to cross from Ghana or any West Africa to back to Nigeria. They know. Don't be stupid. You might get caught. Now, let me update you. One of the Nigerian lady who filed for asylum traveled to Nigeria. And while she was in Lagos, Nigeria, in the market or doing things, she sent some videos and pictures to her best friend here in the United States. She was so excited to be back in Nigeria after some years. And she showed some of these videos and pictures, sent it to her friends on WhatsApp happily. Then when she was done in Nigeria, she traveled from Ghana through ABC Transport and all those road, entered back to Ghana and got into the flight and came back to America. Everything went fine. But unfortunately for her, after some time, she had quarrel with her best friend. And her best friend decided to hurt her by informing the Federal Immigration that her immigration, or rather, that her asylum story is fake and that she traveled to Nigeria.
If y'all following that, he said that somebody came from Nigeria to America to her friends, and her friend called immigration on her. Her friend told on you had a tattle-teller. That's what it is. You got tattle-tellers, y'all. The tether told on the other tether. That's what you just seen right there, y'all. The person came here and they said, nah, I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you, go. And didn't I say the sellouts are going to sell out of the sellouts, y'all? They don't want to make it hot. The block is too hot, family. They do not want to see other folks come here and perhaps make it hot for them. So they selling out, backstabbers. Yep, they smile in your face. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, family. Watch what he says.
In Nigeria, she traveled from Ghana through ABC Transport and others through road, entered back to Ghana and got into the flight and came back to America. Everything went fine. But unfortunately for her, after some time, she had quarrel with her best friend. And her best friend decided to hurt her by informing the federal immigration that her immigration, or rather that her asylum story is fake. And that she traveled to Nigeria. She sent the videos and pictures and evidence to the federal immigration. Find out that it was true that she went to Nigeria. And her document was revoked and she was taken to custody for deportation processing. Now, this is one of the ways they know that you Nigerians are sneaking into Nigeria from Ghana.
Damn. So let's get this right. So the tethers are telling on each other. What say? Tattle-telling tethers. I like that. Tattle-telling tethers. Sellouts, selling out, sellouts. Democratic shields can't shield no more. And the gatekeepers ain't gatekeeping. What the hell is going on in the United States of America, y'all? What is really good in the hood out here? We are responsible for all of that. You wouldn't have that guy talking about the tattle-telling tethers unless we were the ones calling them out for all of their broken immigration system and they grinding for green cards. That's because of us, all right? The gatekeepers can't gatekeep because there ain't nothing to gatekeep because we ain't there no more. You feel me? We done came through, knocking everything down, we running it. So what we talking about? Shields out here getting broken. Everybody out here getting broken, shook. They don't know what to do. That's all because of us. I'm telling you, family, we win all the time, y'all. Foundational Black Americans, we just keep winning and winning and winning. That's all we doing, y'all. It's to the point, I mean, damn, we ain't even out here doing it like consciously. We just waking up with it. They out here losing all the way. Hairline hate is real. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, that you ain't lying. The hairlines is hating the hairlines. I'm telling you, they telling on each other. That man said she comes and then her friend tells on her. They said, well, if you listen to dude, he said the friend gave all the testimonies and evidence. So they was doing some super snitching, right? That's what it is. And the early polls have come out. In the early polls, if you see the early poll voting, it's coming out to show y'all that the Republicans are outdoing the Democrats in early poll voting. So this is why you're not hearing the fantasy, fairy tale fables that the Democrats always talk about. You're starting to hear some different things. Look at this. Kamala even had to come out and admit this, y'all. Check this out. Oh, by the way, dude right there, I don't know what his story is, but hey, continue to tell on each other, man. Y'all keep doing that, man. You make it easier for me. Checkmate. Check this out. Watch Kamala have to come out and admit that early voting is not going well for the Democrats. We're 14 days away, you guys. We are about 2 hours away from 13 days away, and it is getting early late. Everything that we've been grinding for, working for, every brother and sister who went to the reparations rally, the task force hearings, all the delineation, regulation, and separation is all coming to a head, y'all.
Concerned the Republicans are cutting the Democratic strength to early voting, and what are you seeing in the numbers now, and how do you feel about them?
Well, what I'm hearing is that we're seeing record turnout. What I'm hearing is that in Georgia, for example, we're beating all records in terms of early voting, and in North Carolina. And in fact, today in Michigan, I'm going to challenge the folks here to do the same. So, you know, I don't yet have enough data to tell you who's voting for who and or how they're leaning. But I think it's great that people are turning out and voting and being active. It's what we should all want, right, in our democracy, that people are.
Notice what she did, y'all. She danced around that because she knows what it is. Look what she did, y'all. She straight up said, well, yeah, the early voting is coming out, and I don't know who's voting for who. No, you can simply follow. The registered Republicans are outdoing the registered Democrats, and in some places, it's 4-1, you guys, and a lot of those are swing states. One more time.
Concerned the Republicans are cutting the Democratic strength to early voting, and what are you seeing in the numbers now, and how do you feel about them?
Well, what I'm hearing is that we're seeing record turnout. What I'm hearing is that in Georgia, for example, we're beating all records in terms of early voting.
When she said we, what she's talking about is we as America, not as the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is losing the early game of registration. Yes, they are.
And in North Carolina. And in fact, today in Michigan, I'm going to challenge the folks here to do the same. So, I don't yet have enough data to tell you who's voting for who and or how they're leaning. But I think it's great that people are turning out and voting and being active. It's what we should all want, right? In our democracy, that people.
Yeah, but the same guy that you say is destroying democracy is getting all those registered people to come and vote for him. That's what's happening. So there's a lot of telltale signs on what's really going on right now politically, y'all. You're seeing a lot of things kind of happening, things are occurring, and those people who kind of see through it, you're seeing that it's not really going very good for the Democratic establishment, not at all. You're seeing the votes kind of flip-flop. Like we said, Kamala's taking days off. Let me show y'all some more stuff while I got y'all here. Check this out right here, y'all. This is even more. Look at this right here. This is what we're talking about in terms of them kind of flip-flopping on Kamala Harris. By the way, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is the dominant society getting on code against her.
Kamala Harris, she's taking the day off. She's going to spend all day just to prepare for an NBC interview, which will be taped. Of course, this would be like, you're a football coach. This would be like 2 weeks before the national championship if you decide not to practice. Does this make sense to you?
Well, I think they're just trying to keep her off camera, to be honest with you. She's been a disaster. Her poll numbers keep going down. Donald Trump is an Energizer bunny. I mean, he does not quit. I mean, he keeps going and going and going. He's called me before at 2 or 3 in the morning. Coach, what are you doing? I'm sleeping. What are you doing? He sleeps 2 or 3 hours a night, but he loves what.
The energy's starting to shift, y'all. It's starting to shift. It looks like the final days is coming.
What he's doing. He loves the country. He's our only chance. We can't lose this. We can't have another 4 years of this nonsense of spending money that we don't have, of all the things that are going on in foreign wars. He will get us out of the wars. He will get us back to spending the right way. But we've got to get an identity back in our country. Right now, we don't have an identity, and the Democrats are all to blame for it because they pushed all this agenda that is totally nonsense.
We got to get an agenda, and we got to get an identity. There goes the supremacist dog whistles, y'all. What's the identity? They're talking about the dominant society, okay? And if you really think that cosplaying Kamala, a POC, is going to affect that, no. They're starting to get on supremacist code against the POC Democratic candidate.
As soon as I take the oath of office, I will stop Kamala Harris. Weaponization of law enforcement against Americans of faith. We're going to do it.
Listen to that. Family. Hold on. Trump saying some things. When did it become stopping Kamala Harris going against people of faith? When did that become a thing? Listen, there's a lot of things about Kamala. She's been cosplaying, cackling, all of that. When did this become Kamala versus the people of faith? You see how Trump picked up on that, right? You see how Trump done picked up on that. Trump seen the way that she made that gaffe against the people of Lord, the Jesus is Lord people. J.D. Vance got on it. Ben Carson got on it. They seen that she's having trouble with all of those people when it comes to the religious community. So now it's turned into religion versus Kamala. And y'all know what that really means, right? That means W religion versus the POC woman. Family, this election has taken a turn in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to tell y'all something. This is an exclusive on the Black Alpha Network. What you're seeing now, y'all, this says, and we've been breaking this down as it's unfolded, fam. This is an exclusive. The last few broadcasts we did, we hammered it home, but we're really going to take it a step further today. In the last 2 weeks, it really started getting off of, is she really black? Because they know we won that. We won that. Her grandma and all that, we won that. It's established black folks are completely destroying her. Nobody's rocking with her. It's completely canceled. The last 2 weeks, you've seen this galvanization of the dominant society where they're getting on supremacist code. Democrats and Republicans, left and right, Catholics and Christians. And they're all getting on code to team up on her. The last 2 weeks, this has turned into the W's versus the POC lady. And you're starting to see it. That's why Trump is saying that now. Why do you think Trump is sitting there with all them supremacist dog whistles, an attack on faith? I don't even remember that being a thing against Kamala. They've been running on that. Trust me, if it was something, they would have been saying that, family, for the last 3 months. They didn't say that then. Now, out of nowhere, they're starting to get on the whole, what's her faith? It was coming, y'all, and you're absolutely right. Because think about it. Kamala, she doesn't have any kids, okay? She has been married to a serial cheater guy. Her religion is kind of odd. You really think the dominant society rock with that? If you really think Karen in the Midwest, Karen in the South or the West Coast or New York are going to really get behind her, all that W women for her was a lie. The average W woman, they voted for Donald Trump over Hillary. And Hillary is a W woman. You mean to tell me that the W women, all the Beckys that voted for Trump over Hillary, those Beckys are going to vote for Kamala over Trump? No. You ain't coming back to the dominant society picnic, and you're not having none of their Brussels sprouts. You go, Becky, and vote for Kamala. You can't come back home to your dad and your mom. You ain't getting no Brussels sprouts. You ain't getting no unseasoned mashed potatoes. You ain't getting no steak with stuff in the middle, the pink stuff. Anyway, none of that is coming to you. No, you would be outcasted from the dominant society if you pick Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, especially now. So you see, and this happens a lot in elections, as you get closer and closer and closer. Yep, absolutely. That's absolutely. Yep, she's a Hindu. That's not winning over the dominant society Christians in the Midwest. It's just not happening, y'all. It's just not happening. You're not going to see that. You really think they're going to vote for that? Somebody with that religious makeup? No. That's why she hides her parents and hides her family, because she's not going to win anything over. No, Doug don't hold no weight. Doug, he goes to one of these places, they're going to run Doug off the block. So in the last few weeks, you've seen a galvanization of the supremacist society getting on code, and now it's turned into supremacy versus the POC and religion against her. All of them are out here. Ben Carson, Trump, Vance, they're all making religious attacks on her. Why are they doing that, y'all? Because now they're saying, we've seen enough. She's already bringing in all these people hopping the damn border. And on top of them hopping the border, now she's out there talking stuff against our savior? Nah. So Trump knew what he was doing. Trump knew exactly what he was doing, y'all. And Trump said, you know what I'm going to do? That comment right there is absolutely positive. You absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Not winning in America. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Hell no. And watch out, Trump now is starting to send out the dog whistles. Remember when Trump ran in 2016? He was running off the backs of Jethro, off of Billy Bob. He was running off the backs of Sally and Becky. He's doing that same stuff he was doing in 2016, y'all. He knows that he's got an opportunity that we're going to all get together. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. We don't want the POC.
As I take the oath of office, I will stop Kamala Harris' weaponization of law enforcement against Americans of faith. We're going to do it.
Law enforcement? So he's saying that Kamala Harris has been out here using law enforcement against people of faith. What? Because they kicked dude out the rally? I don't get it.
And did you ever notice? So it's Kamala Harris. Nobody knows who the hell Harris is, right? Do you ever say,
damn,
and we're going to stop Harris? They all go, who's Harris?
Damn.
It's a weird thing. You think your name would be, but isn't it true? Nobody knows who Harris is, so we'll call her Kamala. It's a weird thing. Lots of strange things take place in politics, don't they? But I will create a new federal task force on.
No, we can't get past that. Y'all hear them dog whistles, y'all? Y'all, it ain't even a dog whistle at this point, y'all. He's blatantly saying it. He said, who the hell is she? What's he really saying? He's saying, family. Let me see y'all. Y'all know what Trump just did? Trump just gave the Mayo version of they not like us. He said they not like Mayo. He just said they not like Mayo. That's what he just said. Kamala is not like Mayo. It's getting more and more that he's not talking to just Republicans on that stage. It's getting more and more that he's not just talking to independents on that stage. He's talking more and more to the whole dominant society. That's what's happening. And you see this every time the election gets close. What we were saying earlier about the Civil War, about the Democrats and Republicans, all this is a little spat between two brothers on who's going to control the world, and they'll do the same thing 4 years from now. That's what it is. They not like Mayo. That's what he just said. Who the hell is she? Y'all know what he's saying, and y'all know who he's saying it to.
Nobody knows who the hell Harris is, right? Do you ever say, and we're going to stop Harris? They all go, who's Harris? It's a weird thing. You'd think your name would be, but isn't it true? Nobody knows who Harris is, so we'll call her Kamala. It's a weird thing. Lots of strange things take place in politics, don't they? But I will create a new federal task force on fighting anti-Christian bias. That'll be done immediately.
What? When was this a thing? This has not been a thing the whole election, y'all. I'm telling you right now, Kamala made some religious ops. That gaffe that she made on stage when she kicked out them young W boys, that was the biggest mistake of this election. All the excuses, all the cosplaying, all the cackling don't mean nothing. When she got on that stage and she thought that she was kicking out some MAGA folks, but she was kicking out some religious Christians, that was the biggest mistake she made. And you see the domino effect. All of them are getting on code because Republican and Democrat, they not playing that, especially not from somebody with her background. Definitely not a POC.
And I think it's very important for the people in this room to know, like Dr. Ben Carson knows, Americans of faith are not a threat to our country. Americans of faith are the soul of our country, right?
Hey, look, they got them hands up. There you go. This look like the damn the Al Smith dinner. Family, this election done turned straight up into some dominant society versus Kamala. And I'm loving it. Hey, cool, good. I ain't mad at it. Continue to do what you do. Go ahead. She shouldn't have did what she did. Y'all go get her. She should have never said that about them young boys. Them young boys were just there. They were there to praise the Lord, and they were there to represent the Lord, and she did them wrong by telling Billy Bob and Jethro that they needed to leave. So therefore, you have to do what you got to do, Mr. Trump. If you want to get you a religious Christian organization and you want to use the military, then do what you have to do. Kamala made a great mistake, and I support you wholeheartedly. That right there is what I'm talking about, y'all. It went completely. You ain't lying, brother. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, family. That man done went into full mode. They starting to feel that attack right now. It looks like a lot of things they were doing with Obama, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a lot of this kind of happened with Obama? With Obama, it was like, they're taking over the country, and the country is, being threatened. This is what they're doing. That whole speech right there was, we're under attack by Kamala. Kamala, you didn't want to have the dominant societies under attack by you. You didn't want that. That's some problems you ain't want. Yeah. Yeah, they're me tooing her. Yep. Straight up, family. That's what it is. And then look, if that's the case, then look at this, family. Who coming to save you? Because look at this number right here, y'all. Yeah. Those are the black voters right there, y'all. Hillary 92, Joe Biden 90, and Kamala Harris 78. I've been telling people for the longest, fam, don't let these Democrats run around here and tell you things like, oh, it doesn't really matter because we still vote for her at the highest levels. I've been telling people for the longest, all they got to do is lose 5% of the black vote. It doesn't have to be 100%, y'all. Don't let nobody fool you with that one. See, that's what Roland and them are out here trying to do. Roland and them are talking about it doesn't really matter because black people still vote for the Democrat the most. Yeah, but all it takes is 5%. It's really about 3 to 5% of us not to vote Democrat, and then they'll start losing. We don't have to all stop voting Democrat. So these things where you got to have a lot of people running around, and I've been seeing it. You've been having a lot of folks running around here, and they've been talking about how, it don't matter because black folks still going to go vote for them. Yeah, but guess what? Clearly by them numbers, 3 to 5% of us not voting no more. That is going to be catastrophic for her. That is going to be a wrap for her. And that right there, 78%, y'all, that looks a lot more than 3 to 5%. When you start talking about that big of a drop, that drop right there, family, is giving me the vibes. That's starting to look like 5 to 7 opposed to 3 to 5. That's all it takes for us to win. That's all it takes for us to have the Democratic plantation done for. This is what I was telling everybody. When people were running around here and they was really trying to pump this train like black folks still gonna vote. It don't matter. They can win the majority of the black vote. The Democrats can win the majority of the black vote. That's fine. Go ahead, win the majority of the black vote. But guess what? 90% versus 78%, you're talking about millions of people in all the swing states in which every election comes down to. It's a wrap. All you need is 3 to 5. And it looks like she's polling 5 to 7. I was telling that because people was like, man, black still gonna go out there. The church still gonna go. Every damn tap dancer, butter biscuit chaser in that church she went to in Atlanta, they can all go vote for her at the same day, at the same hour. If she's only getting 78% of the vote, she gonna lose. Straight up and down, no way around it. That's politics for you. And I've been always telling black folks, all you need to do is we just need to make a dent. See, we can win just by making a dent. That's why they're afraid of that couch. If that was the case, and all these shields who are out here saying they still gonna vote black men, we still vote the most, they're saying that because they're afraid. They're afraid of that couch, y'all, because that couch means no vote. Voting idle means no vote for them. That hurts the Democrats because they rely on our voter block, okay? Voting Trump hurts the Democrats. There's only 2 things that matter, okay? There's 3 things that can happen, 2 that matter. You can vote Kamala, or you can vote Couch, or you can vote Trump. 2 of those are bad. So the math is in our favor. The statistics are in our favor. There's only 3 options. 2 of them hurt the Democratic Party. And when you look at those numbers right there, it shows you they're not in good shape right now. And family, it's not just with us. I'm going to show you guys something else, something very significant that's been going on. I've been studying and speaking to some pollsters that I know personally, and I'm going to show you something, y'all, that really has them afraid. And it's not just us. The Latino vote, in which we spoke about, they're starting to really galvanize outside. This goes back to what we're saying. This goes back to what we're speaking. Nobody likes Kamala. That's just what it is. That's what happens when you just push somebody on us and try to get the black folks to carry the weight. Watch this right here, y'all. Check this out. Fair use.
The jitters that are on the Democratic side is because that there's this feeling, and these polls are showing that Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, is underperforming with Latino voters. And I think, kind of what we've already talked about is Latino voters are not monolithic, right? And there are plenty of Latino voters who are concerned about the border, may want a stronger border, may look at, the rhetoric that Trump has about, immigrants or people coming over and say, that's not me. I did it the right way. They didn't do it the right way. And he has an economic message and a pro-business message and an socialism message that can resonate with some Latinos.
Damn, they didn't like that on CNN. They didn't like that, fam. Listen to what she said. That's the real truth. That's the real truth. Listen to her first words, though. She says the jitters.
The jitters that are on the Democratic side is the jitters that are on the Democratic side is because that there's this feeling, and these polls are showing that Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, is underperforming with Latino voters. And
damn. So that's the Latino voters, and that's why you see those jitters. Didn't we start off this episode and say there's a look in all the Democratic shield's eyes? They all look a little worried, a little nervous, some real jitters. You don't really see what they got going for themselves. The lack of confidence and defeated nature is all in them, y'all. They know damn well that it's not looking good. That's why they have per se and all those jitters. Watch right here. This was Trump again. Trump sitting down with all the Latinos that we showed earlier, y'all. They're starting to mount up against Kamala as well.
It was such an honor to work for you at the White House all 4 years. And I got a front row seat of how much you cared about the Latino community, and you delivered results, and you didn't pander to us. You gave us opportunity, and that's what we want. We want the American dream. My mother was born in Mexico. My dad was born in Brooklyn with very humble means, and they worked very hard and achieved the American dream. So that's how what other country could a little girl from East LA make it to the White House to work for President Trump? And thank you. And that dream is achievable through jobs. And we care, like all Americans, about the #1 issue, and that's jobs and the economy. It was such an...
Whoa! This is what we be saying about why the Democratic shields are so pathetic, y'all. First off, watch what she says. She throws in there, you don't pander to us.
Honor to work for you at the White House all 4 years. And I got a front row seat of how much you cared about the Latino community and you delivered results and you didn't pander to us. Didn't pander to us. Didn't pander to us.
Didn't pander to us. Y'all remember when Kamala Harris went there and she had that different accent and she said, I love you back. Y'all remember that? See, even the Latinos are picking up on that. The same way the dominant society was laughing at her. This goes to show you one more time, y'all. Everybody's been seeing the cosplaying. Everybody's been watching it, and it's not holding weight. She sat there and said, you've been running around here pandering to us. Y'all know who she's talking about. Y'all know exactly. The same person that panders to us when she come around us, the same person who panders to everybody else when they show up.
You gave us opportunity, and that's what we want. We care, like all Americans, about the number one issue, and that's jobs and the economy.
We care about jobs and the economy. Jobs and the economy. Think about that, y'all. This is why it's time to get rid of the Democratic plantation. And I don't care who's on the Democratic plantation. Let me make this clear. All that stuff about Marcus Lemoyce Hill, about Joyless Reed, Roland Martin, that's one thing. But all the folks in the church, y'all gonna have to get regulated too. Matter of fact, you're getting regulated right now. The church folks, y'all gotta go. We are not gonna sit back no longer, y'all, and watch these people sell us out and start giving out shield passes. We don't give out shield passes. All shields are created equal, and all shields will be G-checked on site. The people who have kept the Black American vote at bay, who taught us that we're not supposed to ask for nothing, who fought us for asking for something, who fought us for demanding for something, they all got to get checked at the same time. No longer can we give certain individuals passes. I'm sorry, aunties, uncles, great-great-grandmas, all y'all who are out there trying to fight Black folks and kick people out the house because they said something bad about Obama, y'all gonna have to get pushed out the way because we ain't got that kind of time, y'all. We ain't got that kind of time. We out here building, working, and grinding, y'all. This is what we gonna have to do. Everybody gonna have to get that work. It don't matter, all right? You gonna have to go. I got an auntie who be out here tap dancing all damn day long for the Democrats, and I'm telling you right now, she gonna have to get G-checked because it's not about your personal individual that you know. It's about everybody because these been the people who've been brainwashing us, keeping us in the whole family. Every other community understands politics off top. A 7-year-old in another community understands politics more than a 35-year-old person in the Black community because we've been brainwashed with don't ask for nothing, be quiet, don't say nothing. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Obama just told us it's unacceptable for us to not vote for Kamala. So if he can say it's unacceptable for us to not vote for her, then I can say it's unacceptable for somebody to keep us on the plantation. That's got to go. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. All right. If you are running around here and you are trying to keep Black folks voting blindly for nothing, then calling us out, calling us names, family, I ain't gonna be too many more of they, words, family. I ain't gonna get all into it. I'm not gonna be too many more Russian bots and fools and simple Simons. I'm gonna tell you that today. I'm gonna tell you that in real life because wouldn't nobody call us that in real life anyway? It seems like only when it comes to voting do folks want to start talking to you reckless. I'm not gonna be too many more curse words for the Democrats. I'm not gonna be too many more simple Simons and stupid fools. That ain't happening. Because you think these babies is gonna get called that coming up, then I'm gonna see you personally. I'm not playing them games. You're not gonna tell the young folks what you told our generation. You don't vote for nothing, you don't ask for nothing, and you just vote and be quiet. Because the other community, they're not teaching them that. The Latinos, y'all know why they are getting all these laws? It's because they ain't teaching other Latinos, don't go vote for something. You want to know why the Asian community is getting so many laws? Because they're not teaching each other, you wrong for demanding something. We are the only ones who've been getting taught that. I'm telling you now, Democratic Shield, Democratic Plantation, Democratic family member, all y'all getting checked because it's about the betterment of the whole lineage. And if you got to get out the way for us to go up, then your ass is gone. And I'm going to send you out the door immediately. Doors all the way open. Bags packed, corner, trash day. Trust me when I tell you that. It's a wrap, y'all, because this won't come back. This won't come back again, all right? We can't take a break and be like, okay, we'll get it back the next election. No, that lady said pandering. You're not going to pander to us. We got folks out there who want to be pandered to. Think about this, y'all. They're telling us this woman's Black because she went to an HBCU. Do you think a Latino would say that? Matter of fact, another election is passed, and the Democrats have given us food and entertainers. Think about that, y'all. 60 years and another election. Family, we 2 weeks away, or 1 week, or 2 weeks away. And they're telling us that you're going to get more entertainers and you're going to get more food. They're never going to change, y'all. And they're okay with it. We just broke down how every community is anti-Democrat, but the black church opened the door and we're praying for them. Really? Really? This is how far behind we've been dealing with these supervisors. These are the overseers. They got to go. They got to go, family. The overseers got to go. They got to get out there comes a time when you're serious about change and you're serious about your goals and you're serious about reparations, that anybody standing in the way is going to get knocked out of the way. That is what it is. And I don't care if that person's at the dinner table. You're going to have to rock, because we are moving forward and we're pushing the line, and we got to push them aside. That's just what it is, y'all. So no. Ain't no shield passes. Only shields getting regulated around here. And when you start talking about the way things are going, do y'all know the only people that support open borders typically are dominant society people and Democratic shields? Y'all know that, family, I'm about to tell y'all something crazy. Y'all probably already know this. Do you know the Democratic shields? Excuse me, let me say this. Do you know Latinos are against illegal immigration more than Black Democrats are? Do you know that? The only people who are for open borders are Black Democrats. There's Latinos against open borders. Literally, Latinos against open borders. Latinos against migrants. Black folks still support it. Black folks are more pro-immigration than Latinos are. That's a problem. That's a problem, y'all. And it's all based on the Democratic shields. Nobody is on that time, y'all. How in the world is that even out here? How are they more focused on closing the borders for their relatives? They're closing the borders for their relatives. But Black folks are still open to it. Black folks are for it. Nah. That ain't gonna work. That got to go. We got to run that out the paint. Goodbye. Ain't nobody sitting around and seeing that happening, because we know damn well when Kamala Harris went out there and she pandered to that community, them folks wasn't having it. Black folks, a lot of them was out there cheering and happy as hell. Completely good to go. Matter of fact, let's show that. They were saying, nah, you got to get this out of here. You can't have Latinos more against immigration than Black folks. That just don't add up. They weren't going for this right here. They was calling this out.
I love you back. I love you back.
And that's why you got Latinos calling it out, because they not standing for it. So this is where we're moving right now, y'all. Trust me. Everybody is getting regulated. Everybody. Nobody's being spared. We're on code, and we're going against who's not on code. We say the code is the leader. Well, off code is the op. And whether that off code is in the pulpit, whether that off code is the congregation, whether that off code is at the dinner table or the family reunion, off code is getting checked, because it's about being on code. On code is how we get to our goal. And our goal is right in front of us, and we're going to snatch it like FBA always does. That's how excellent we are. So we've pushed out all the people who don't need to be here. And now it's time that we show real Black excellence, real Black political power, real Black empowerment. And it's happening in front of us. And we got 2 weeks, family. We're starting to roll around. We winning something serious, y'all. We winning so serious, so strong. There's literally nothing they can do about it. I'm always telling everybody, there's nothing they can do to stop this. This is moving along so fast, family. It's been an ever-turning event. But when you start looking at the poll numbers and you start seeing Black folks not voting, family, that is great. I'm going to tell you like this, and I said it the other day. We are about to get the best, most powerful political Black achievement of all time. Don't talk to me about the Civil Rights Act when folks was doing the Civil Rights Act, so they was getting W women in Walmart and they was staying on the plantation. We're not on none of that, family. What we're doing, we're focusing. Look at this right here. Check this out, y'all. Let's go to the swing states. Look at these swing states right here, family. There's a lot of states, really. But I also want you to look at some of these numbers when it comes to, these are numbers right here, family. It's a little different. These are numbers when you start talking about immigration. All right. When you start talking about immigration, fam, look at this right here. And then I also want you to look. Actually, I'm going to show you something different. This right here, they're talking about election night. Those are the election night numbers, but that's not what I want to show you. Hold on, family. I'm going to show you something different. Y'all make sure y'all rock with me on the Black Alpha Network on Twitter. Watch what bro stay right here, family. This is what we be speaking on.
I'm not talking about all of you guys, but some of y'all. When are we going to stop letting the Democratic Party and their politicians make complete asses out of us? Every time they screw up, guess who comes to their rescue? The black church. And this has been happening since I was 7 years old. I remember being a young 7-year-old in my church in Long Beach. And I remember this Democratic Long Beach politician coming in, and he started speaking in a Southern drawl, and he took off his shoes. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget my dad was so pissed off. Took off his shoes. And
listen what he's saying. The Democrats doing this when this man was a kid. This man was a kid. They was doing the same thing. They ain't never going to change y'all till you change them.
On the bottom of his shoes, it shows there was holes in his shoes. He said, "See, look, I'm just like you. I've been marching and fighting for justice just like you. Look, there's holes in my shoes. I'm broke just like you." And we all looked at him. This man ain't seen a broke day in years. But most of the church, because he's a Democrat, they started clapping, right? And I'm sure they voted for him. Years later, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter effed up. He was pandering to a segregationist, one of the last of the Dixiecrats, who was a governor. And this governor believed in segregation long after segregation was done with. And Carter tailored his language to pander to Dixiecrats because he wanted their votes. Like I said, Democrats are chameleons. They'll say whatever to whoever. And this caused a lot of backlash. True story. And guess who came to save Jimmy Carter when his campaign was spiraling as a result of that? The black church. Dr. Martin Luther King's father pulled Jimmy Carter up on the pulpit and says, "Hey, he's a Democrat. Forgive him. He messed up. Give old Jimmy Carter another chance." And guess what the black church did? We started clapping, singing, and dancing. And guess what? He became the president. And what the hell did we get out of Jimmy Carter? Inflation. We got absolutely nothing out of Jimmy Carter. He did nothing for our community. Fast forward to old Hillary Clinton, hot sauce Hillary, right? Remember, she stood in front of a church and said, "I don't feel no ways tired." We started clapping. She almost got elected. Thank God she didn't. Thank God she didn't. That Gavin Newsom, I remember he came to my church about 7 or 8 years ago when he was running for governor.
How many politicians is this man naming, y'all? How many damn politicians? This man going through a whole life story of these people. Gavin Newsom, this man started way back in 1970. He on Gavin Newsom right now.
And he stood up in there. This is a man who is not a fan of Christians. He's not a Christian at all, and he is not a fan of Christians. This is a fact. This is a man who, when Christian churches were being disrupted and they asked him what he was going to do about it on camera, he smirked and walked away. This man is not a fan of Christians, but yet he was allowed in our church to stand in our pulpit and quote Bible verses to us about tolerance. And 2 days later on a radio show, on a podcast, I think, I'll never forget it, he's being interviewed and he's bashing Christians 2 days after he stood at our pulpit and was preaching to us about tolerance. I'll never forget that.
And that's why it's time for the G-checking to come all the way in full service. Family, we started off this episode talking about Barack Obama. Let me show y'all something. Barack Obama right now is out there in Detroit. And family, do you know he's out there rapping? I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm about to show you. They got Barack Obama rapping right now on stage. On cue, family, soon as we say what we just said, I'm about to show y'all absolutely Barack Obama is rapping right now on stage. He's rapping Eminem. These folks will do and say, now he won't go rap when he start talking to them other communities, right? When he start talking to them other communities, that's when the best behavior pop in, right? I'm about to show y'all that this man is out there rapping. No lie. Look at this, y'all. This is what he's talking about. Now, this is the same guy that was talking about Pookie, right? This is the one talking about Pookie. Watch him come out here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yep. Watch him come out. Got you. Here we go. Here we go. Watch him come out, y'all, and start rapping. This is what the Democrats say that they're going to give people. Watch this.
Now, notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting.
Hell no. Certified family. Y'all gotta take this one. Y'all gotta take this one. I'm not even gonna say nothing. This is for y'all. Y'all go ahead and do y'all roast thing. Go ahead.
Now notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting.
That right there is politics in America. That right there is what they will feed Black Americans forever, but they can't say it no damn more because we ran all of that off the damn field, including Barack Obama. Hell to the no. Hell no. Nah. No. Damn, y'all roasting them too. Y'all ain't playing. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. This man out there rapping and stuff, right? Notice, fam, he don't go in front of them other groups to start rapping. I've yet to see Barack Obama go rap to any damn body. Okay? I ain't seen Barack go out and rap to nobody, but he comes and he pulls that stuff around us. And then he raps Eminem. Then he go and rap Eminem. Nah, because Eminem ain't hot. Absolutely. There you go. I couldn't have said it better. You ain't lying. Trash. Absolute. I'm telling you, family, shills gonna shield. That's just what it is. These shills gonna be out here shilling, family, for the rest of their day. That's just what they do, fam. They don't know no better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's rapping like his grandpa, right? He's rapping just like his grandpa. The same damn way. Yeah, no style. You keep on forgetting. Yeah, I'm calm and ready. And whatever city they go to, they're going to rap a few lines, family, and then they're going to think it's sweet. It ain't sweet. It ain't sweet, family. You're not winning. Family, they just had Lizzo out there. Usher was out there. And by the way, with Usher, y'all remember they had Usher on The View, and they was trying to get Usher to go ahead and start supporting Kamala, and he wouldn't commit to it. And then all that Diddy stuff came out, and Usher said, I'll be at the rally first thing in the morning. You see? They be butt-breaking folks to get them votes. Damn, y'all out here clowning. Damn, y'all out here, boy. Y'all is cold. Let me put some of these up, man. There they go. Damn, y'all roasting dude. Sorry. Hey, this is certified right here, Obama. This is certified, Obama. I'm going to press this and send it to you, family. Commendations from Black Alpha Network. There they go. Who run it? Yeah, deal with the certifieds. Y'all lighting him up. Y'all lighting dude up. Damn. Woo. Ain't no joke. Yeah. You getting roasted right now, Obama. The certifieds, we got 1.4 thousand in here, homeboy, and you ain't moving them. G-Check season, we on a mission. Y'all get them. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Damn, it's strong out here. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. Damn. Lightning. It ain't working. Your bars is whack. It ain't moving nobody. Eminem ain't popping. Buster, Fat Joe, the cosplaying, the joking, the cackling. Y'all got some real problems come election day. You about to get that scissor. Yeah, y'all gonna find out real. Obama, you going back to Martha's Vineyard. We won't see you again because you ain't heavy out here in these streets. Kamala going to take them L's and them collard greens. You ain't heavy in them streets. Eminem, going back. Go ahead and do some of them things that you be doing when the doors is closed. Go ahead and have fun with that. Stay out of FBA business, partner. We winning right now. This is what I'm talking about. All the way live. Y'all are clearly showing why this is showing right there. Damn. It's a wrap for you. It ain't good in the hood. It ain't good in the hood for you. And I'm going to leave this, family. Since we showed Barack Obama, let me go ahead and show this right here. This right here was Donald Trump. And Foundational Black Americans, we already got a message for the Democrats. G-Check season. Y'all time is up. It's a wrap. And apparently, Donald Trump's got a message for him as well.
She's a horrible person, but she's radical left. And Crazy Bernie is radical left. And this one, Kamala, is further left than them. So you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've had enough, that you just can't take it anymore, We can't stand you. You're a shit vice president. The worst. You're the worst vice president. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired.
Get out. That part. That part. That part. And it looked like the whole damn world agrees with us. Look like the whole damn world agrees with us. What you gonna do now? Nothing. I took this picture right here, family. This picture right here, let me show y'all. I took this photo in Savannah, Georgia, when I went to the Kamala Harris rally. And this right here, family, I never thought was gonna be so monumental. But I'm about to show the family what it is. Damn, y'all still roasting. Woo. Damn. Yeah, hey, them collard greens is about to be over with. Hold your own collard greens. Hold your own collard greens. Yes, indeed. Check this out, y'all. This right here is where it's at. I'm about to show y'all the way it all went down, the way it transpired. You know, when I was in Savannah and I seen Kamala Harris drive by, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead and let it be known. Remember, family, this picture right here speaks for the whole foundational Black American lineage because I bring y'all with me everywhere I go. When they come through your city and they come through your town, you let them know off rip that we not rocking with them. Kamala was in the bus, Waltz was in the bus, and we had the middle fingers high letting them know it's FBA all damn day, and you can take them collard greens and you can kick rocks. Checkmate. Bow down, homie. There they go. Who run it? All right, y'all. It's been a hell of another episode, and we've been rocking all day long. And it's getting close to the election, family. We're going to continue to bring that certified work. We're going to continue to push principles. We're going to continue to stand on principle. And we're going to continue to hold down the line, y'all. Y'all are funny as hell. Y'all are cold. And I wouldn't want to be anybody who got y'all on their damn bumper. Because it's going to end up bad. Real bad. Y'all will break the biggest shield to the floor. And they ain't getting rebuilt. Completely knocked out. Much love to y'all, man. Completely holding it down. Yeah, Eminem, trash, homie. Trash. Absolutely. They think, they think Eminem gonna get the black vote. Eminem can't come around black people. Big difference, homie. But we in here deep, family. We still got 1.3 thousand people in here, y'all. We done broke down game. We done exposed everybody. We done chopped it up. We done highlighted everything that no one else can highlight. We do this because our synergy together is so strong, and we can just put things on the forefront, y'all, that really, really hammers home the point that FBA, we winning. FBA always wins, and everybody has to deal with FBA. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to love it, but you better respect it because you damn sure can't check it, y'all. We are 2 weeks away, y'all. It is getting early, late. And we are going to be right here on the Black Alpha Network. We are going to have a marathon, and we're going to break down all the election as it comes true, y'all, and as everything pops off. Matter of fact, wait a minute now. Hold on. Before I let y'all go, wait 1 minute, man. Y'all had me in here laughing so hard, I forgot to show y'all this. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Y'all had me in here completely crying, making fun of Barack Obama. Treat him just as such. The name explains it all. This right here, y'all, is where it's at. This is a current update of the map and the way it's going down and the way we're going to break it down. You see them poll numbers right there. Trump is up in every swing state. You see Arizona. You see Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. We are going to follow this on election night, y'all. We're going to watch all the numbers come in. We're going to watch for the finesse. Let's remember that, y'all. We're going to keep an eye on any finesse, any strange occurrences, and we're going to continue to do it in our G fashion as foundational Black Americans and as the lovely certified Black society, y'all. Next week, we're going to be here, and then we'll be 1 week away. But we're also going to be back on Friday to break down more game. And we might just have to give a few cosplayers at work, y'all, the same way we do all the time, y'all. Make sure we keep it all the way live, y'all, as we do. Love you guys with a passion. Please, y'all, please, and I mean this, stay safe, stay vigilant. Let me take the glasses off. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay vigilant. Watch over your shoulder. Watch out for everybody. Y'all know how these folks get, these race soldiers in the dominant society, when things get real. There's a lot of things that we broke down today, and it only highlights why we got to be more on code, more on principle. We're already doing it more than ever, so let's just take it to another notch, because the sky's not even the limit for us, y'all. The sky's not even the limit. So you guys take care of yourself, take care of your families, watch over everybody's back, stay honorable, and just do what you do best, man. Put out that real FBA energy, and certifies always win, okay? I want to see you guys all back here on Friday. I want to see you guys all back on Tuesday, and I want to continue to have this just FBA family affair, man, because can't nobody do it like we do it, y'all. Can't nobody do it like we. So let's just continue, man. This world ain't nothing without us, y'all. This world ain't nothing without us at all. Not at all. Yes, certified salute to the family. Yes, indeed, family. Let me put that up there. That caught my eye, and that's exactly what it is, y'all. That is exactly what it is. So I want everybody to stay good. I'm trying to get that, boy. This chat is moving. This chat is moving so fast, y'all. Yeah. Love you guys with a passion, though, y'all. Love you guys with a passion. Stay good, stay safe, stay vigilant. Let's continue to change the world, family. Let's continue to put in work, and let's continue to be the group that puts out the most energy and just really holds it down for one another, y'all, because that's the way we are. So we're going to change the world, y'all. We're going to make sure that this election goes down the proper way, and we're going to stay on the front line. But as we do it, we're going to do it collectively together as one certified Black society. If you haven't subscribed to the Black Alpha Network, make sure you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. I'm a pretty biased individual, but I believe that we are the best, and I believe the whole certifieds hold every single thing down. Yes, I love you too. Absolutely, y'all. So stay good. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to shine. Let's continue to grind, and let's continue to let everybody know that we are the only ones that control this, and we are the best, the greatest, and we're going to stay that way. All right, y'all. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace, power, money, and reparations. Love you with a passion. And you guys, when you wake up in the morning, remember, if you woke up foundational Black American, you already winning. And always remember that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.